Two-run single to left by Drake Baldwin.
Now, live from Florida, it's Atlanta Braves spring training on the Braves Radio Network.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball. This afternoon from Cool Today Park in Northport, Florida, it's the Braves and the Yankees in Grapefruit League action. On the mound for the Braves, young right-hander Didier Fuentes, and he'll be opposed by left-hander Ryan Weathers. It's great to have you with us. Gorgeous day here in Southwest Florida, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Darren, back to your second tour of duty here in the Grapefruit League. We got you for the next 3 or 4 ball games, and should be a fun weekend with the Yankees today and the Red Sox tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. The Yankees fans travel especially well down here in Florida. So the stands, it's probably about half and half here today. So it should be an exciting game. A really nice pitching matchup. I'm excited to watch. A couple of flamethrowers on the mound. You know, one young right-hander and then one young left-hander for the Yankees. So that'll be what I'm watching today.
Let's drill down right there. Didier Fuentes, 20 years old. We've seen him once this spring. A couple of innings in relief. Faced 6 batters, struck out 4. Looking for more of that today.
Yeah, there's no question about that fastball. You know, Fuentes, his fastball has drawn comparisons to a young Spencer Strider fastball, and so we know that's the pitch. And what I think he found out last year in his limited time in the major leagues is that he's got to polish up that off-speed stuff. So again, that's what I'll be keyed in on here today, is watching what kind of work he's done on those off-speed offerings to back up that big fastball he has.
And then for the Yankees, they've got a name that we know very well in Ryan Weathers, but a new name to them.
Yeah, this guy, the talent is immense. The injuries have been really his only bugaboo in his major league career. But the talent is sky high. I mentioned the stuff all the way across the board. Everything's exceptionally good for Ryan Weathers. So these Braves hitters are going to have their hands full with some big-time stuff here today.
Speaking of Braves hitters, lots of regulars in there today. Albies is back from the WBC as he was there competing with the Netherlands. Also Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Mike Yastrzemski. They're all in there today and excited for that. Well, it's Friday the 13th, but hopefully a lucky day for us, looking for a good, healthy, tidy game, Braves and Yankees, and it's great to have you with us. When we come back, I'll introduce you to the starting 9 for both teams, and then right after that, we'll have the first pitch of the game, Braves and Yankees, around the corner on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
You know that thing where you get an amazing pair of shoes at a really great price and want to tell everyone about it? Yeah, so do we. Here at Designer Shoe Warehouse, we'll give you something to brag about, like the latest styles from brands you love, or the trends everyone's obsessing over, or shoes that make you feel like, well, you. So go ahead, show off a little. Find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today. DSW. Let us surprise you.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
When your schedule sounds like this. Are you kidding me? An oil change is the last thing you have time for. So drive into Take 5 and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road pit stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. So you can get back to your to-do list. Or not. Find your nearest shop at take5.com. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Back at the ballpark alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you, getting ready for the Braves and the Yankees here on this Friday afternoon from Northport. Time now for the starting lineups. We'll start off with the visitors coming down from their spring home in Tampa. The Yankees are managed by Aaron Boone. They have a Grapefruit League record of 13 wins and 6 losses, and they'll lead it off today with their center fielder Trent Grisham. Batting second, third baseman Max Schumann, and hitting third, first baseman Cody Bellinger. Batting cleanup for the Yankees, left fielder Randall Grichuk. Hitting fifth, shortstop Ryan McMahon. Batting sixth, right fielder Oswaldo Cabrera. Hitting seventh, second baseman Jonathan Ornelas. Batting eighth, designated hitter Ernesto Martinez. Batting ninth, the catcher Peyton Henry. And on the mound, the big lefty Ryan Weathers, 6'1", 230. He's out of Loretto, Tennessee, and he's making his third spring outing with the Yankees here in the Grapefruit League session. So again for the Yankees, it's Grisham, Schumann, Bellinger, Grichuk, McMahon, Cabrera, Ornelas, Martinez, Henry, and Weathers on the mound. Those are the Yankees. Now for Walt Weiss's Braves. Braves come in with a record of 12-5-2 this spring, and the Braves will lead it off with their shortstop Mauricio Dubon. Batting second, switch hitting second baseman, fresh off the WBC, Ozzie Albies. Batting third, first baseman Matt Olson. Batting cleanup, third baseman Austin Riley. Hitting fifth, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski. Batting sixth, switch hitting catcher Jonah Heim. Hitting seventh, designated hitter Kyle Farmer. Batting eighth, center fielder Jose Azocar. And at the bottom of the Braves order, right fielder Deshaun Kiersey Jr. On the mound, the 20-year-old right-hander out of Colombia, Didier Fuentes, and he's out there for the second time this spring. So again for the Braves, it's Dubon, Albies, Olson, Riley, Yastrzemski, Heim, Farmer, Azocar, Kiersey, and Fuentes on the mound. Braves will be coming out of the first base dugout wearing their navy blue uniform tops, white pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in white, and Atlanta across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. Meanwhile, the Yankees also wearing navy blue uniform tops, gray pants, gray lettering, and gray numerals outlined in white, and New York arching across the chest of their navy uniforms in block lettering. Governing over this ball game, the quartet of umpires, Eric Bacchus is behind the plate calling balls and strikes. The crew chief is Will Little. Second base umpire is Jansen Visconti, and the third base umpire is John Lipka. This will be the second and final meeting between the Braves and the Yankees this spring. Well, kind of. Braves facing the Yankees today. They will also see the Yankees in the Prospects game. That'll be taking place in about a week. I believe that's a week from tomorrow. So that's the Prospects game where the Braves Prospects will face Yankees Prospects. But as far as the big league team goes, this will be the final time that they see each other. And next time we see the Yankees will be in August in the Bronx as the Braves take on the Yankees in a 3-game series in New York this year. Beautiful day. Got some big, fluffy clouds off into the horizon. Little breeze across the outfield, blowing into that left field corner directly to those fans on the berm. Expecting a sellout today. And I'm imagining this, and tomorrow night will be the two biggest crowds that we see this spring, just given the fact that it's the weekend, number one, and number two, the opponents. Yankees today, Red Sox tomorrow. And always exciting to look at the calendar this time of year, Darren. Opening day is 2 weeks from tonight. Getting here very quickly.
Yeah, it sure is. This is the time of spring training where these players start turning their focus towards opening day. You know, the first part can kind of feel like a little bit of a vacation where you're just kind of getting back in the swing of things. And then right about now, you have to start making some plans. Okay, how do I get my car up there? How do I get my family up there? And so your attention is forced to turn north. So it is it's an exciting time. It's a turning point in spring training when guys feel that season getting close, and the intensity of these games, the amount of innings they play, everything ratchets up a little bit.
It's a good reminder. It's not just baseball that's going on the minds of the players while we're down here at spring training, because real life also exists. Yeah, and they have to do all those things, get back north and get ready for not just baseball, but for life in general with their family.
100%. And as this game gets bigger, the staffs get bigger, the team gets bigger. There's so much that goes into it, so much planning. You have to start thinking about it. I'd say maybe a few days ago, you got to start thinking about, hey, how am I getting my cars there Maybe you have a dog. How's he going to get to Atlanta? You know, so the little things that you have to worry about this time of year, those definitely come into play.
For the players, and the team is starting at home this year, do they benefit from that, or does the team even care where they start, home or road?
It's so much easier starting at home. And you have that mandatory off day when you get back to get yourself settled. It's so nice to start at home, and the players certainly are excited about that.
That'll be coming up 2 weeks from today. We'll wrap up the Grapefruit League session on the 24th. So after today, 10 Grapefruit League games left. And then the Braves will have a couple of off days on the 25th and 26th, and opening day on the 27th against the Royals. Looking forward to that. Still waiting on the Braves to take the field. Here they come out of the third base dugout behind Didier Fuentes. And here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson is at first base. Ozzie Albies is the second baseman. Mauricio Dubon is at shortstop, and Austin Riley is at third base. In the Braves outfield, Mike Yastrzemski trotting out to his position in left. Jose Azocar out there in center field today. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. is in right field. The catcher is Jonah Heim, and on the mound, the 20-year-old right-hander Didier Fuentes. 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. He's out of Tolu, Colombia. He's made one spring training appearance, 2 innings in relief versus Baltimore on March the 7th. He faced 6 batters. He struck out 4. All 4 went down swinging, and he's the number 3 prospect in the Braves organization. Last season, we saw him for a cup of coffee in the big leagues, make 4 starts with the big league club at the age of 19. He went 0-3 with a 13.85 ERA, gave up 20 runs on 23 hits in 13 innings. But as rough of an experience as that was for Didier, what do you think he learned from that?
I think he learned a lot, and he was kind of thrown into the fire there, and I think everybody in the Braves organization would agree he wasn't ready. So I think what he learned is where he has to get to be successful at that level. And the Braves wouldn't have done that without knowing his personality could handle that failure and use it in a constructive way moving forward.
Well, he'll benefit from that. He'll get this opportunity today and making his first start of the spring. Again, his last outing was in relief versus Baltimore. He'll be facing Trent Grisham, Max Schumann, and Cody Bellinger here in the top of the first inning. Little shade covering the field right now. That breeze out to left field. And we'll have the sun peeking its head through the clouds as we progress today. Grisham is ready, so is Fuentes. And now for the ball game. The first pitch in there, a called strike. Starting up at 1:07 Eastern Time, 12:07 Central, and 80 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Trent Grisham swings it from the left side. 0-1 pitch on the way, and he'll swing and foul one back, 0-2. Fastball 96. What else will Fuentes show us today?
Ooh, yeah, that fastball is the star of the show. 96 there. He's already been up to 98.8 this spring training. So early on, throwing a lot of gas. Primary off-speed pitch is his sweeper.
That time called by Grisham.
That sweeper is about 84 miles an hour. Also kind of shows batters curveballs, and occasionally will mix in a split. But primarily 2 pitches, as we saw last season.
He's ahead of Grisham, 0-2. Grisham finally climbs back in, no batting gloves. 0-2 pitch on the way, got him swinging with a good sweeper. That was the sweeper down and in.
Yeah, we talked about that last year. Especially the off-speed pitches didn't look big league ready, so that's a great sign right there. Trent Grisham having great seasons for the New York Yankees, punching them out pretty easy right there with that sweeper.
One down for Max Schumann, just underway, no score. Wind up in the pitch on the way from Didier Fuentes, and he misses low and outside with a splitter. Fuentes with that light brown glove, and he fans right in front of his face, peers over the top of it. Kicks and brings the 1-0 to Schumann, and a strike on the inside corner. Fastball with Giddy up at 97. 1-1 on Schumann, having a solid spring. He totes in a .353 average with him. 1-1 pitch on the way. Sent foul into the seats down the right field line. Fastball 98.
Yeah, Schumann really late on that. You just don't see a lot of 98 here, this early in the season. But Didier came in ready to pitch, ready to throw, to the best of his abilities, throwing gas already.
After Schumann, it'll be Bellinger. No score in the top of the first inning. Ready with his windup, and he cuts loose a 1-2. That'll be fouled off. We talked about Fuentes coming up to the big leagues last year, and obviously the takeaway was he needs something other than just his fastball, and you mentioned that sweeper, and that can be a good pitch. And he can mix in a curveball as well, so he's sharpening those secondary pitches. 1-2 to Schumann, and a fly ball to center field. Jose Azocar in his tracks, now trotting in, makes a chest-high catch and 2 down. And we say that as if the fastball is a finished product, but I'd imagine he's still working on fastball location as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw, especially in his first start last year when he made his debut against the Marlins, they were just sitting on the high fastball. And big league hitters, if they know you're a one-trick pony, they can shorten their swing and just hit that the opposite way, and that's what the Marlins did. They waited him out.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Cody Bellinger. First pitch sweeper low and outside, 1-0.
And yes, he's working on his fastball command. He's got to be able to throw it somewhere else than the top of the zone.
1-0 pitch. And there for a called strike, 97 with a heater.
Yeah, perfect example there. Down and away to a really dangerous hitter in Cody Bellinger.
1-1 pitch. Misses low. Yeah, the results you get throwing high fastball at A ball are a little bit different than what you get from big league hitters.
Yeah, we saw Fuentes just fall back. Well, I'm just going to try to throw it by these guys. Well, these are the best hitters in the world, bud. You can't do that every time, right?
Wind up in the 2-1 pitch. Inside with a fastball. For Fuentes last season, he made 13 minor league starts between high A, double A, and triple A. Went 1-7 with a 4.58 ERA in the minors. 3-1 pitch to Bellinger. That'll be fouled off into the screen to our left, and the count runs full. Just a 20-year-old right-hander. Lots of talent. Looking for a 1-2-3 first inning. He cuts loose at 3-2, and he gets Bellinger reaching for a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Great start for Fuentes. Faces 3 batters. Comes away with a couple of strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Yankees nothing, and the Braves coming up on.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the players.
Try to get dialed in and be ready to go from day one.
Check out the new rosters.
If he has 25 to 20.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. Braves coming up for the first time to take their first hacks at Ryan Weathers. Great to have you with us alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Cooler Day Park here in Northport. Mauricio Dubon leads off for the Braves. It'll be Dubon, Albies, and Olsen. Ready with it, Ryan Weathers. Into his windup. First pitch is ball outside. Here's the leather for New York. Cody Bellinger is at first base. Jonathan Ornelas is the second baseman. Ryan McMahon at shortstop. Max Schumann at third base. Talk about the outfielders in a moment. 1-0 to Dubon, and he strikes one well to deep left field, up into the breeze, back to the wall, and gone! His first home run of the spring, he just bashed that thing to the beach, and it's 1-0 Braves.
We talked a couple weeks ago about Dubon loving to hit leadoff, and you can see why. There, he's already got a run in the run column. Just a fastball down the middle, 97. Dubon, short, quick swing. Let the pitcher provide all the energy. Just get to the ball. Easily cleared that left field wall.
Something we heard a lot about Dubon after the trade was made to bring him over from Houston is how he's certainly going to be a guy who can run into one here and there and hit more home runs than what you had with Nick Allen. Here's the pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. And Ozzie takes a called strike. And while he's not going to go out there and hit 35 homers, he's going to give you a little bit more pop, isn't he?
Yeah, that was textbook. As I mentioned, short, quick to the ball. Don't try to hit it a million miles.
0-1 to Albies. And he swings and misses at a dying changeup that barely made his way to the plate. 0-2. Speaking of home runs, how about the homer that Ozzie hit in the WBC for the Netherlands?
Yeah, that was what an awesome moment. Yeah, he had to feel like he was flying around those bases.
So cool to see. A walk-off homer to beat Nicaragua. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way from Weathers. Little tapper foul. Here's the outfield for the Yankees. Randall Grichuk is in left field. Trent Grisham, the center fielder, and Oswaldo Cabrera in right. Peyton Henry is the catcher, and as we mentioned, the lefty Ryan Weathers on the mound. 0-2 pitch on the way to Ozzie, swinging it from the right side, and he'll send one back and foul. Weathers, 6'1", 230 from Loretto, Tennessee. He's 26 years old, son of a big leaguer. His dad, David, pitched for 19 years in the big leagues with Padres and also the Reds and others. Weathers himself has pitched for the Padres, Marlins, and now the Yankees in his 5-year career. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. And he'll slice one into right field down the line, a base hit. That bangs into the sidewall. Ozzie coming around first base. The ball caroms to Cabrera in right field. He's up with it, hits the cutoff man. And Ozzie standing at second with a double.
Yeah, you mentioned Ozzie's heroics in the World Baseball Classic, and that's only a good thing for these hitters. You know, that intensity you get in the World Baseball Classic, usually you have to wait till opening day to feel that. And so I'm betting he's already locked in, ready to go. You know, he's already gotten his high pressure at bats and feeling good in the box.
Kind of goes into something you're telling us about what it must be like to play in the WBC. There's the pitch on the way to Matt Olson, and that's in for a called strike. And you talk about having to ramp up all your activities earlier than normal if you're going to participate in that, because it is such a high-intensity event.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, if I'm a team, I would love for my hitters to play in it. It's so good for them this early in the spring.
Ozzie dancing at second, 0-1 to Olson in the dirt, low and outside.
And you see that. You see a lot of the best hitters taking advantage of that. Pitchers, a little different story. You have to be a little more careful with pitchers' arms. So, you know, you see a lot more pitchers holding back from participating, but hitters for sure. Only good things can happen in the Classic.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. 1-0 Braves. 1-1, big chopper out to short, taken by McMahon, looking over at third base. Nothing he can do there as Ozzie advances. He fires to first, gets the out, and a 6-3 put out is out number one. Here comes Austin Riley. What are these Braves hitters going to see from Ryan Weathers?
Yeah, we talked about his high-octane stuff. The fastball we've seen sitting 97 to 98. Really good pitch profile on that. He's been missing his spots here early. Living in the middle of the plate, you're not going to get it done there. Also features a changeup, a sweeper, throwing more sinkers this year as well, and a slider.
Infield in, one down, runner at third. First pitch sweeper in there for a called strike on Riley.
Yeah, it's all top of the line, big time stuff. The StatCast era pitchers, you know, nerds just love this guy. His movement is ridiculous.
He's a geek's dream.
He is.
One comebacker that finds a hole. 2-0 Braves. Base hit by Riley, just leaked it right in between shortstop McMahon and the bag at second. And that slowly rolled through to drive in Ozzie Albies, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, you can see Weathers getting frustrated out there. That last fastball was 100, but it was right down the middle. Austin Riley, he doesn't mind a fastball. It doesn't matter how hard it is. If you put it in the middle of the plate, he's going to hit it hard, which he did right there, shooting it up the middle, drawing it infield, easy RBI.
Runner at first, one down. 2-0 Atlanta. Here's Mike Yastrzemski. Pitch on the way from Weathers. That's in for a called strike. Weathers' makeup when it comes to what he throws, along with the injuries that he has had, kind of fits a formula for the Yankees, doesn't it?
Yeah, he sure does. The Yankees, they love to go out and look for high upside guys, and Weathers certainly fits that profile, as I just mentioned.
0-1 pitch, low and outside, 1-1.
And I played for the Yankees in 2021, and kind of got to see behind the curtain, which was one of my motivations for going to play for them. I wanted to see what life was like, you know, inside that franchise. And, yeah, they run their player acquisition, their medical stuff a little bit differently.
1-1 to Yastrzemski, and he takes that one in the back. A sweeper got him in the shoulder blade. And he'll jog down to first base. Seems to be okay. Down to second for Austin Riley.
Yeah, the Yankees have such a robust talent base by signing free agent acquisitions for top dollar. They're not scared of missing once in a while on trades, so they go out and they give up some good prospects for Ryan Weathers because of that aforementioned stuff he has. It's so good. But that injury history scares away a lot of teams. The Yankees, they aren't scared of that. They have a really good medical staff. Eric Cressey leads it and thinks he's very confident in his ability to fix those injuries. So that's why they feel comfortable.
Jonah Heim takes a called strike.
And me being at the end of my career, I was always hurt. And the Yankees weren't afraid to sign me, say, hey, we can fix his injuries. Well, they were wrong. I stayed injured that whole year.
Boy, have I got some news for you. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Jonah Heim. Heim takes the ball inside. This spring, a little bit rough on Weathers. A 1-1 record and a 7.94 spring training ERA. He's given up 6 runs, 5 earned on 8 hits, and 5 2/3 spring training innings. 1-1 pitch. Heim to the left side, and that's out of the reach of the diving McMahon at short. A base hit in the left field. Coming around third base, Riley. Throw comes to the plate late. Feet first slide, and it's 3-0 Braves. Heim perfectly bounced that between Schumann and McMahon on the left side, and Riley displaying good wheels around third base and scoring easily.
Yeah, again, for Weathers, it all comes back to location. It's he's living in the middle of the plate, so something mechanically a little bit askew, and he's living right in that danger zone against these Braves hitters.
Inning went homer by Dubon, double by Albies. Olsen grounded out. RBI single by Riley. Yastrzemski hit by a pitch. RBI single by Heim. And now runners at first and second, just one down, and action in the Yankee bullpen as Kelly Austin, a right-hander, is up and tossing.
You mentioned Weathers' rough spring. He went on the road to face a veteran Mets lineup, and I think that game went much like this one did. He was living in the middle of the plate. That lineup, there for the Mets, pretty good one now. So you can't be living in the middle of the plate against them either.
Here's Kyle Farmer, 7th Brave to the plate in the first inning, and he's going to loop one into right field, and that'll dunk in for a base hit. Coming to the plate, Yastrzemski, he will score standing. 4-0 Braves. RBI single by Farmer, just dunking it in to shallow right field. And the Braves really just spraying it all over the ballpark. Some soft hits, some loud hits, and everybody showing lots of contact versus Weathers. Down to second for Heim. Hosea Zokar to the plate. The Yankees traded for Weathers in January. They sent 4 minor league prospects to the Marlins in return for the southpaw Weathers, offering to a Zokar. First pitch sweeper over for a strike. And the Braves know Weathers very well, spending time with the Marlins. Former 7th overall pick in 2018 out of Loretto High School in Tennessee. 0-1 pitch. Zokar swings and misses over the top of a sweeper. Weathers did sign with the Padres over his commitment to play collegiately at Vanderbilt. And last season made 8 starts with the Marlins, went 2-2 with a 3.99 ERA. You want to talk about some bad luck that he had last season. 0-2. Zokar sends one foul. He missed a good chunk of last year with a left lat strain, but he also had the good fortune of getting drilled in the head by his own catcher on a between innings throw down to second after warm-up tosses. You remember that?
I do.
I mean, smoked right in the melon by his own catcher. 0-2 pitch. Line drive out to first. That'll be caught out of the air by Bellinger, and both runners get back to the bags. 2 down here in the inning. I mean, just awful.
He sure did. Yeah, sometimes you get so focused as a pitcher on what you're trying to do, you forget there's a ball whizzing by you at 92 miles an hour, and then you got to get out of the way. I've had a couple close calls, but never taken one in the dome like he did. That's got to be just as embarrassing as it is painful.
I mean, thank goodness. If you got hit in the head, I don't know if there'd be anything left. Barely anything there to begin with.
I got head to spare, Ben. I don't know what you're talking about.
2 down for Deshaun Kiersey. Pitch on the way to Kiersey. That'll be fouled back. So you think you got a big target on your shoulders?
I got a big head, not a lot of brains.
That's kind of what I'm.
Yeah. So that's good. That means I got a lot of cushioning on my brain.
And you fit in perfectly in this room.
That's right.
Myself and JC, we all have that in common. I'm going to talk about a melon. JC back there. Nothing in one on Kiersey. That's in for a strike. What are you, JC? About a size 9 hat? 7 5/8. That's a lid right there.
He's going to go home and cry himself to sleep on his oversized pillow tonight.
4-0 Braves in the first. 0-2 pitch. Whacked out to short, caught out of the air by Ryan McMahon. And that ends the first inning. But all 9 Braves come to the plate. They come away with 4 runs, including a homer by Mauricio Dubon. We go to the top of the second, 4-0.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
Turn on the home of baseball.
Hard to have a much better first inning. What the Braves just had. A 1-2-3 top of the first, composed by Didier Fuentes. And then the Braves sent all 9 to the plate in the bottom of the inning, scoring 4 times. 4 runs on 5 hits. And now Fuentes faces Grichuk, McMahon, and Cabrera here in the top of the second inning. Great to have you aboard with us. Hope you've had a good week and a really good Friday. Roll it into the weekend. Grichuk takes a call strike. You got opening day 2 weeks from tonight. Braves hosting the Royals at Truist Park. Cannot wait. Grichuk hitting 200 this spring. 0-1 pitch from Fuentes. Missed a little bit low and outside with a sweeper.
You've had a good week, huh?
Yeah, man.
Little R&R.
Few days off. Checked out the beach yesterday up in Siesta Key. There's a 1-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball to right field to his left, Kiersey, towards the foul line, running out of room. That's into the seats for a souvenir.
You got your toes in the sand. Had a little birthday today.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
We won't mention any numbers.
46 big ones.
Oh.
46 of them.
He's proud of it.
They're all there. Yeah, it's a great place to spend the birthday every single year. I'll tell you that much. 1-2 misses inside 2-2. I like having a spring training birthday.
Why is that?
It's like you start up anew with a new season. And it just kind of all flows together.
I was actually thinking about it. I probably thought you didn't like a spring training. All your family and friends aren't usually down here.
True. 2-2 sent foul.
Except for your life partner back there, Jay Chad. He's always there for you.
Get the ugliest wife in the league. No, we always have a good crew down here. You're here. And obviously, Jay Chad, 2-2 pitch, check swing, didn't go. I know that we're going to hang out with some of the TV boys tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Grab us a meal. Some of the guys from the clubhouse, and have a good evening. So you got lots of friends with you when you have a spring training birthday. 3-2 pitch. Big league pop-up. Left side of the infield. Austin Riley just back of the cutout to his right into foul ground, makes the catch. And one away here in the second inning. You and JC both have October birthdays, right?
We do,
You're like a week from each other.
That's right. That's good. Yeah, that's exciting. That's why I'm here, Ben.
You're here for the party.
I'm here for the party, bud. I picked this weekend out, playing the pinstripes and having a little dinner with Ben Ingram on his birthday.
Well, another thing, too, with this area, this development, downtown Welland Park, that's over here by the ballpark, there's a called strike. Here in the last 2-3 years, they've opened up some great new restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a place that we enjoy going to called Villani, good steakhouse. We're going to check that out. Went there last year. That'll be sliced foul on the left field line. So for folks coming down, if you came down 4 or 5 years ago, so much more has developed in the area in terms of restaurants and places to hang out. And a lot more than just the baseball. Good destination to come down for a few days. 0-2 to McMahon. This time outside, 1-2.
Yeah, it really has changed. I think when we first started training here, I think the best dining option was probably the Sizzler. There wasn't much down here, and that certainly has changed.
1-2. Take a hike. Swings and misses at a sweeper.
Yeah, really nice sweeper there. We're seeing a lot more off-speed pitches, a lot more competitive off-speed pitches out of Fuentes here today. Braves fans have to be very excited about that. He looks sharp early against some pretty good hitters.
This spring, we've been talking a lot about J.R. Ritchie, Owen Murphy, some other young pitchers, and with a solid spring, I mean, I think you're equally as excited for Fuentes. There's a called strike, and he's the youngest of that bunch. He just turned 20 years old. But the stuff that he has, you know that with a little bit more minor league seasoning, he could be exactly what he wants to be in the big leagues. Well, one is outside, 1-1, and has the stuff to be a very good pitcher in the big leagues.
Yeah, certainly. This is pretty impressive what we're seeing today. You got to put yourself in his shoes last summer when he got called up, and he just wasn't ready.
1-1 to Cabrera's high for a strike, and that'll be challenged. Oswaldo Cabrera thought it was a little bit too tall. Eric Baca said strike, and this will be overturned. That was too tall. So overturned in a 2-1 count. 4-0 Braves, top of the second. 2-1 pitch. Out back 2-2.
And I think it means something that Fuentes is starting this game. You know, with all the injuries you've had to your starting rotation, you got to get an idea of where he's at this season. So you put him up into the starting role, and you put him against a pretty good lineup here that the Yankees sent today.
2-2. He gets him swinging with a sweeper. That pitch looking good. So through 2 innings, Fuentes has faced 6 batters. He has 4 strikeouts, and he finishes off the second with back-to-back Ks of McMahon and Cabrera. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-0.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows.
Mauricio Dubon leads off with the Braves in the bottom of the second, just as he did in the bottom of the first. Did so with a homer, and that was a tone setter for the Braves in the first inning. Sent 9 to the plate, had 5 hits, scored 4 times, and have a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the second inning. Back to work, Ryan Weathers. The left-hander brings it. Dubon with a big swing, fouled that one back. I don't know, 1 count on Dubon. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Good crowd. They're enjoying intermittent shade from big clouds rolling through here at the ballpark. A 1 pitch on the way to Dubon. That'll miss inside, 1-1. Mostly cloudy skies, but not expecting any rain. Good strong breeze out to left field. And already a 4-0 lead for the Braves. Here's the 1-1 on the way from Ryan Weathers. Dubon, not his best swing, fooled by the changeup and a 1-2 count. Like we mentioned, opening day 2 weeks from today. So after today's game, 10 games left in the Grapefruit League. That'll come to a conclusion on March 24th, and then opening day on the 27th. 1-2 to Dubon. Chop foul right there at the feet of the catcher, Peyton Henry. Braves will open with a homestand facing the Royals and the A's. And then our first road trip will see the Diamondbacks and the Angels. So lots of interleague play right out of the gate for the Braves.
I'd say a little more favorable early season schedule than they saw last season.
Very much so. On a couple of different fronts. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Dubon takes a called third strike. Sweeper in there for strikeout number 2 for Weathers in the first out of the inning. Yeah, the competition was really tough out of the gate last year with a 7-game road trip to San Diego and L.A. But another place where the Braves catch a break is the weather. That first road trip, you always fear going to Denver or Chicago or Cleveland or somewhere really cold that first road trip where you might lose a game for weather. That'll be swung on and missed. Should be good to go for that first road trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got a dome, and then Southern California, where we're not even sure if they have a tarp at Angel Stadium.
0-1 pitch to Albies. Then missed outside, 1-1.
Yeah, and starting at home, as you mentioned earlier, such a luxury for the players. You get settled, you feel more comfortable, you get ready for the circus that opening day is.
There's a 1-1 pitch to Ozzie. Ozzie smacks one to deep right. Cabrera going back now, backpedaling. He's there, makes the catch. And 2 down. Just makes it so much easier just to ease back into life altogether when you've been displaced for almost 2 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mentioned earlier, players, if they have dogs. I mean, we had a guy that used to drive my dogs every spring training. Because you drive them down in your own car, but you're not allowed to drive back. So you have to find somebody to drive that dog. And if your family's not available, you got to hire somebody.
There's the pitch to Matt Olson. That'll be sent foul. Did you ever have more than one dog?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had 2 dogs my entire playing career, and then 3 at the end.
And you'd bring them all to spring training?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
If the family's coming with you for the whole time, the dog's got to go.
0-1 to Matt Olson. A little bit low and outside. Was there ever anyone who had just a ridiculous amount of dogs? And they had to load up a van with like a dozen dogs going back to wherever you're going?
Not that I can recall.
There's the 1-1 to Matt Olson. Olson swings and misses. Ozzie's got all those fish.
Yeah, right. But the guy that was driving our dogs would drive most of the team's dogs. You know, you get together, the wives would coordinate, hey, you want to bring your dog back to Atlanta this day? Yes. So he would end up having half the Braves roster's dogs in the shaggin' wagon.
He's got a little paddy wagon of dogs going back to Atlanta. There's a 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss for Olson. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning. We go to the top of the third. 4-0.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB.
Into the top of the third inning. It is a 4-0 lead for the Braves. Braves with a 4-run first, including a homer by Mauricio Dubon, RBIs from Austin Riley, Jonah Heim, and Kyle Farmer. And now Didier Fuentes, who's gone 6 up and 6 down, will be facing 7, 8, and 9 for the Yankees here in the top of the third. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Inkermere with you. Nellis leading it off for the Yankees. Right-handed hitting second baseman. Hitting .300 this spring. Does have a homer. First pitch he shows bunt. There's a ball outside. That just made me think about, you're talking about one guy driving all the dogs up from spring training back to Atlanta. That scene in Dumb and Dumber, like, foot long, who's got the foot long? He's driving all the dogs to the drive-through.
I'm sure it was a raucous scene inside that van.
1-1 pitch. Kick, swing, send foul.
I used to love when Will Smith, a former Braves closer, used to bring his dog, Gunner, very overweight golden retriever, to the field, and we'd make him work out on the turf field here.
Shed his winter pounds. Here's the 1-2. Tapper back to the mound. That'll be gloved by Fuentes. Throws over to first base in time for the out. And level we're seeing out of Didier Fuentes here early on.
Yeah, it's really good stuff and sharp, polished. Not just trying to outstuff these Yankees hitters. He's actually locating his stuff, and the results speak for themselves. They still have a 0 in the hit column against them.
Ernesto Martinez, the batter for the Yankees. He'll swing wildly and miss a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, the sweeper has been really good. Now, for Fuentes, we talk a lot about the fastball being 97, 98, and that's the bread and butter, obviously. 0-1 pitch. A little bit low, 1-1, but we knew that he needed to work on some of that secondary stuff, and here early on, sweeper's been a very good secondary pitch.
It sure has. Really sharp, late breaking, down and into lefties.
1-1, swung on miss at a fastball.
Yeah, that first strikeout to Trent Grisham to start the game was really a statement for me. That sweeper, I don't recall seeing that at all in his time in the major leagues last year. It just overpowered Grisham.
His 1-2. Got him looking, went with a fastball low and in. That'll be challenged by Ernesto Martinez. If this stands, that is an incredibly executed 98-mile-an-hour fastball down and into a left-handed hitter. And that will stand. That is confirmed. What a pitch. Martinez has to be walking back to the dugout completely baffled as what he just saw in front of him.
And I mentioned earlier in the game, Fuentes learning to throw that fastball somewhere besides the top of the strike zone. It's going to help him out so much. And we've already seen that a couple times here today, excuse me.
2 up, 2 down for Peyton Henry. Henry sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. That one clocked in at 99. And Dylan Dodd up and tossing for the Braves in the bullpen. Fuentes looking for 9 up and 9 down to begin the game. 0-1, swung on, missed.
Well, this is exciting stuff for the Braves. Mentioned Fuentes just 20 years old. The sky's certainly the limit for him.
This next pitch will be his 41st of the game. He's been mowing them down. 0-2. Sent Fowler by the Yankee dugout.
And you know he wants to finish with a strikeout here.
Looking to make a statement. 0-2 pitch on the way. Big chopper out to second base. Ozzie plays it on the second bounce. Wings into first base, and that's in time for the out. Another 1-2-3 inning composed by the 20-year-old Didier Fuentes. He's looked outstanding. We go to the bottom of the third inning.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the players.
Trying to get dialed in.
Great to have you with us into the bottom of the third inning. Ben, Darren, and Jonathan with you. Braves with a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the third. Riley, Yastrzemski, and Heim coming up for the Braves. Braves sent 9 to the plate in the first inning, scored 4 times. Weathers then turned it around and had a 1-2-3 second inning. And now facing the middle 3 in the Braves order. Riley, RBI single to run scored in the first inning. I'll take a first pitch strike from Weathers. To Austin Riley. Blow it in, almost hit him in the foot. Equally as impressive as what we've seen at the plate for the Braves, at least for that first inning, has been what we've seen on the mound from Didier Fuentes. 9 up, 9 down, 5 strikeouts. A lot of soft contact when contact has been made at all. 1-1 to Riley. Big swing and a miss over the top of a sweeper, 1-2.
And just sitting here watching, the foul balls of the New York Yankees tell you a lot. You know, all the right-handers were hitting balls over the first base dugout. So even the balls they did contact, they were super late on.
1-2 to Riley, low it in, and that might have grazed him. It did. And sweeper got him in the foot.
And yeah, Fuentes is throwing hard, but these guys see velocity every day. So what that tells me is that he has some deception in there too. They're not picking it up, so they're not getting good swings off of it. And now that they have to worry about the sweeper, the split finger, he didn't throw any curveballs that I saw here today. But those other 2 off-speed pitches look fantastic. So you put that in these hitters' minds, and they're just not ready for that deceptive heater.
Mike Yastrzemski, the batter. And Yastrzemski takes a called strike. Well, number one, I just love any amount of success for Fuentes this spring because that tells you he learned from really getting his teeth kicked in the big leagues last year.
Yeah.
And it was rough. And that's got to be really difficult mentally. There's the 0-1, swung on and missed. And that's a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And he bounced back from that, understood what he needed to work on, has done that, and what we've seen this spring has been terrific.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned earlier, it's not by accident. The Braves would not have put him up there last summer if they knew that little bit of failure would crush his spirit. You know, they know the kid has some fortitude. He's got a little backbone. He can handle it.
Braves leading 4-0. Pick off up at a first base. Back in standing Riley.
Which, to be quite honest with you, a lot of guys at 19 wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yeah, great point.
So credit to him for making it through that and taking the good parts and leaving the bad.
2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. 1-2. When's the first time you remember really being overwhelmed with adversity in the big leagues, and who helped you respond to that and get you through?
That's a good question.
1-2 on Yastrzemski. Left on left matchup as Weathers comes set right of the belly. Southpaw deals. Ground ball punched to second. Cladding right and gloving on Nellis to second for 1. McMahon over to first. And a 4-6-3 double play.
I would say, Ben, your first year in the major leagues is quite overwhelming. To be honest, I was on a very veteran team. Not a lot of, I think I was the only rookie on the team that time. And so I really struggled with that. But it's actually pertinent for today. First game at Yankee Stadium playing against the Yankees. It was a night game. My now wife, girlfriend, was in town, and we decided we were going to walk to the World Trade Center from Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea, right?
So you're gassed. Here's the pitch on the way. There's a called strike.
And the concrete jungle gets pretty hot in the summer, so we walked down all the way downtown, and about halfway back, walking back, I realized we're not going to make it. I got to get in the cab to catch the team bus and make it to the stadium.
0-1 to Heim. That'll miss low.
but I'm still gassed. So I get to the park, I get in a game. I think we were leading the Yankees by 6 or 7. Well, I proceed to load the bases without getting an out. And now I'm in it. Now the crowd's in it.
1-1 to Jonah Heim. Fouled off into the seats down the right field line.
So now I'm a rookie. Don't know what I'm doing there. Not sure if I belong yet. And now I got, 35,000 Yankees fans screaming at me.
Oh.
And I'm completely exhausted from my silly activities of the morning. And so I pitched so poorly, they had to bring in the closer to close out a game that was a 7-run lead to start the inning.
There's the 1-2 to Jonah Heim. That'll be fouled off. You learned that day, didn't you?
I did. And so that was a bit overwhelming, as you suggested. And Darren Oliver was actually the guy who's my mentor at the time and proceeded to be for most of my career. That it's kind of, hey, did you learn something yesterday? Maybe don't walk all the way downtown. You bonehead. So, he really helped me through that. And so I repaid that favor with some young guys as I got older.
I love that. 4-0 Braves. And the 1-2 from Weathers. Fly ball towards center field. Trent Grisham coming in. So is Oswaldo Cabrera. That'll be Cabrera's ball. And the right fielder has it for out number 3. So the Braves in 3 to the plate. And Weathers works around a leadoff walk. We go to the top of the 4th inning.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's Spring
Top of the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Braves leading 4-0 as they jumped on Yankees starter Ryan Weathers for 4 runs in the first inning. We also just had a very exciting visitor to the booth. Blooper himself came up to wish my partner Ben Ingram a happy 46th birthday. So it is a special day, not just Yankees Braves, not just Ben's birthday, but also Friday the 13th.
Yeah, man. Look, you get a visit from Blooper. It's a big day.
It is. That's the best luck we've had today. On to relieve Didier Fuentes, who's electric the first 3 innings. Left-hander Dylan Dodd. This is his 5th game of this Grapefruit League action.
Facing the top of the order in Trent Grisham. First pitch misses a little bit high. How about that line for Fuentes? 9 batters faced, 9 batters retired. 3 perfect innings, no walks, 5 strikeouts. That'll play, boy. Ball and no strikes on Trent Grisham. Here it comes from Dodd. Well, there's a called strike on him.
And I mentioned, I don't think it's an accident he was starting this game. He struck out 4 of the guys who were going to be in the Yankees opening day lineups.
Yeah.
Grisham, Bellinger, McMahon, and Oswaldo Cabrera. So they're all really good players.
That's an attention getter. Hot shot to first. Loved by Matt Olson. Underhand flip to the bag. Dodge there. Grisham retired for the 2nd time.
And that's a progression you'll see in spring training. You want to see how these guys are going to perform against big leaguers, so you start putting them in, bigger games. Generally, you send them on the road to face the home team's best lineup, and just really want to see how they're going to respond in those situations. And I don't think he could have done any better today.
Yeah, that test was aced by Didier Fuentes. 1 out for Max Schumann. That's something I want to pick your brain with. You mentioned your 1 year with the Yankees. Schumann takes ball low and inside. You said you wanted to see what it was like in that organization, how they operate, see behind the curtain a little bit. How different did you experience it to be being a Yankee versus playing for any of the other teams that you played for? Here's a 1-0 pitch. Schumann shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike.
Let's be clear. I did not want to go play in New York. I really didn't. I like visiting the city. I do not like living there. It's a lot to deal with. And the thing that I made a list of pros and cons of playing there, and ultimately decided to go there.
1-1 pitch. Schumann fouls one off.
Because I played against them for so long, I just wanted to see what it was like. And they were World Series favorites. We famously know the Braves won it that year, the one year I left the team. All my buddies,
thank you for that.
Yes, all my buddies went, had a parade without me. Still lose some sleep over that one, but it was different in many ways. No expenses spared, that's for certain.
1-2 to Schumann. Or pop up down the right field line. Could be challenging. Kiersey trying to get there. That lands in front of it. Around first base, heading for second. Now Schumann. Throw goes to second. Feet first slide. He's in there. Hustle double. Perfectly placed in no man's land. A little bloop down the right field line. That's the first Yankee base hit of the game. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Atlanta Braves spring training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
Braves 4, Yankees nothing. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Cody Bellinger 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Dylan Dodd, a glance to second base. Now the pitch to the plate. In for a high strike.
So one thing that does stick out to me is something that happened in spring training. You show up to spring as a player, usually you have a T-shirt, pair of shorts, some fresh undies, some socks, all your hats. You get one of everything. Generally, everybody gets one of everything in their locker.
Well, 1 pitch. Outside.
And that's how it's worked on all the teams I've been on. And if you needed something more, you could go ask the equipment manager for something. Well, in New York, you show up, they take you to this room, and it's a locked room. There is some security on it. And you walk in, and whatever you want is in there.
1-1 pitch, reach and a miss, 1-2.
I mean, imagine walking into your favorite clothing store. They hand you a shopping basket like you would get at the grocery store, and they say, take whatever you want.
All Yankee gears, anything you'd need all year.
Yankee logoed everything. And they go, take some for your dad, take some for your brother. Go nuts.
1-2 pitch. Up and in, 2-2.
And for me, this was the 14th season of my career. I'd never done that before. I was a little hesitant to do that. And the club, he caught me just taking one or two of everything. He goes, come on, dude, go ahead. Just fill it up. And so I did. I said, I'm not in Wonderland anymore.
Pick up to second. Back in with a dive is Schumann. So no regulation.
None.
But you can just rake into your shopping bag.
It was supermarket sweep in there, buddy.
Wow.
And so because of that, I still have a ton of Yankees gear at my house. And they don't spare any expenses, which is a luxury they have.
2-2 to Bellinger, punched up the middle, base hit into center field. Getting the waiver on third, Schumann. He's going to score without a throw. It's an RBI single for Bellinger, and the Yankees on the board. It's now 4-1 Braves here in the fourth. So a double and a single from Schumann and Bellinger. And the Yankees on the board for the first time. That'll bring Randall Grichuk up to the plate. So in your career, let's see if I can count all the teams. Mets, Yankees, Angels, Orioles, Braves, Rangers.
Nice.
Is that it?
That's it. All 6
teams. Okay. You made your debut as a Met. Is that right? There's a ball outside. Or was that an Angel?
Angels, 2008, yeah.
And then went to the Mets.
Correct.
Okay.
The next season. And yeah, some of those teams, particularly the Orioles at the beginning, it was like pulling teeth trying to get a second pair of shorts.
Really?
You sweat through your shorts in your workout. You need a pair to go outside and do your field work.
One to Grichuk, swing and a miss at a cutter.
So then you contrast that with the Yankees, where it's like, hey, whatever you need, just go in there and grab it.
You just pillage the equipment room.
You stay in different hotels than most of the teams in the major leagues as well.
There's the 1-1. And a high strike, 1-2.
A lot of guys, when they negotiate their contracts, if they're good enough, they have enough leverage, they ask for a suite on the road. Braves have a handful of guys that have a suite. The Yankees have so many guys that have suites in their contract. They have to stay in special hotels that can accommodate that.
So hotels with tons of suites is what they're targeting. That's down to the dirt. Swung on a miss at a slider. Strike 3.
A really nice pitch there from Dodd. Randall Grichuk had a nice career on hitting lefties. So for Dodd to get him with that ugly of a swing on a slider down and in tells you he was completely fooled on that pitch.
So 2 down in the 4th. It's a 4-1 Braves lead. Here's Ryan McMahon. Did you have a suite when you played with the Yankees?
I did not. No, I was a little dog, not a big dog.
There's a called strike. You'd end up like the kid in Home Alone 2.
In my robe?
Yeah. 0-1 on McMahon. Yeah, Kevin McAllister. 0-1 on Ryan McMahon. And here it comes from Dylan Dodd. In the air foul out of play down the left field line.
And when I was a free agent, the Nationals were willing to give me a suite. And, the other teams, Orioles, Braves, just said, no, that's not part of our deal. We don't do that. It makes it hard on the planning, the travel, if we give everybody suites. So totally understandable.
0-2 from Dodd. That's fouled back. Still 0-2 on McMahon.
It's funny. I remember the day my agent asked for it. Orioles said, yeah, we're giving you enough money. If you want a suite, you pay for it.
Yeah, you can have one, but you got to pay for it. Braves leading 4-1 in the 4th. Dodd looking for a put-away pitch, left on left. Runner goes, pitch bounced up there and goes to the backstop. And that was a 54-footer. Bellinger is on the move to begin with, so he's down at second with a steal. And 1-2 on McMahon. Dodd, the 27-year-old lefty, 6'2", 210. In search of one more good pitch to put away McMahon. McMahon over 1 with a strikeout. Dodd a glance to second. 1-2 pitch, and he gets him to chase in the dirt. That was a slider. They kicked up some chalk from the right-hand batter's box, and McMahon, he was just too tempted. Couldn't keep his finger off the trigger. That ends the top of the 4th. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market.
Rolling into the bottom of the 4th inning, Braves have a 4-1 lead on the Yankees here on this fine Friday afternoon alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. It's still Ryan Weathers on the mound for the Yankees. He's facing Farmer, Azokar, and Kiersey here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the lefty goes back to work. Here it comes to Kyle Farmer. Swivels his hips out of the way in a 1-0 count. Farmer with an RBI single back in the 1st inning. And at this point in the spring, he's had a solid spring thus far, getting lots of opportunities. 1-0 pitch on the way to Farmer. Stroked in the air to center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Barreled that fastball. That was coming in 95. He hit it right on the button.
Yeah, a couple of hardline drives from Kyle Farmer. Last time going the opposite way for a RBI single. Now right back up the middle.
Leadoff single. Here's Jose Azocar. Azocar 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Azocar swings and misses at a high fastball. Azocar has been with the Padres, the Mets, and now the Braves. With the Braves for a couple of games last season. No balls and a strike on Jose. Good lead at first base by Kyle Farmer. 0-1 pitch, ground ball to third. Sliding stop by Schumann, knocks it down, picks it up, fires over, not in time. Base hit by Azocar. Schumann went sliding to his right, knocked it down. And by the time he got up, he had to pick the ball up from right in front of his feet. So a nice play to stop it, but couldn't make the out. Back-to-back singles for the Braves. Farmer at second, Azocar at first base. It's now 7 knocks for the Braves in this game versus Weathers. Number 9 hitter Deshaun Kiersey Jr. up to the plate. Right fielder batting from the left side. Swiveling around as Weathers, looking back to runner Farmer at second base. Kiersey staring down the lefty Weathers, tapping the bat on his left shoulder. First pitch of the sequence. Low into the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Mentioned this is the second and final meeting this spring between the Braves and the Yankees. The Yankees beat the Braves in Tampa on February 26th. 7-3 was the final in that game. And then we will see the Yankees August 7th, 8th, and 9th. That'll be a weekend in New York. 1-0 to Kiersey, in for a called strike.
You want to walk to the World Trade Center with me?
I think I'm going to pass on that one. I'll take the subway.
It's quite a hike.
That must have been 50 blocks or so.
It was about 50 too many.
1-1 pitch. Way but a miss by Kiersey. It is amazing down there, obviously, and certainly a place where when we've had off days, go down and remember that horrific day and pay honor and tribute to those brave heroes from that day. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way. On a miss outside. But that is quite the hike.
Yeah.
If you're going to walk it 2 and 2.
I got a little smarter into my career. We would rent those city bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did play for the Yankees off days, we would ride all over the city. I don't know if the team would like to hear that, but it was a good time.
2-2 front door sweeper in for a called third strike. And 1 down in the inning. Well, if you really want to get some good sweat in, we stay pretty close to the park.
Yeah.
And I love, you and I have been over there and going for a run in the park. You can bike through there. Easy place to get a sweat, that's for sure. We're there in June, July. It's a heat wave last couple of years we've been there in June. Here's the pitch on the way to Dubon. And a ball outside, 1-0. Marcel Iglesias up and tossing for the Braves, so we could see him in the top of the 5th. Weathers at 61 pitches. 1-0 pitch, low and in. I've been asked the question 100 times, I bet, which means you've probably been asked this question 1,000 times. A common question from fans is, what's your favorite city on the road?
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, okay, are we talking about just any city, or do we have an off night there? Because if it's an off night, to me, it's a different answer. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Mauricio Dubon. Weathers fires. There's a called strike, 2-1. If we've got an off night, my answer every time is New York, just because there's a million restaurants you can go to. I mean, there's just endless opportunities and endless restaurants you can see, and lots of times places you've never been before or heard of before, you can really explore. 2-1 misses, 3-1. That'll be challenged by Peyton Henry, the catcher. How would you answer that question?
I don't think it would be New York, buddy. I've had enough New York for this life.
And you lived there for a season, so you've been there a lot more than I have. That did miss outside.
I like Chicago, and I particularly enjoy Seattle as well.
And Chicago for a lot of the same reasons.
Yeah.
There's so many great restaurants there. We got an off night in either of those two cities, you're in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a memorable night a few years back when your backwoods boys from Mississippi came up to the Big Apple and hung out with us.
That was something.
That was awesome. Could have been a show about that.
There's the 3-1. That's in for a strike, 3-2. Yeah, that was... I don't think they get to travel near as much as we do.
I think so.
So it was fun to treat them to a few nights in Manhattan. That was a blast. 4-1 Braves, bottom of the fourth. Braves scored 4 times in the first inning. Yankees once in the fourth. Now, the runners at first and second, 1 down. Braves looking for another tally or 2. 3-2 to Dubon. Little hit one high but fouled on the right field line. Slicing towards the screen. That hits the screen. Still 3-2.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about that question, man. I think that you ask him what city you'd like to have an off day in. I think it is also hotel dependent, where you're at.
That's true.
I love Phoenix because there's so many golf courses and the weather's usually conducive to doing that unless you're there in the very middle of summer.
3-2 pitch. And he wiped him out. Good sweeper down and in. Dubon swings and misses. Well, and 2, as the Yankees going to make a call to the bullpen. Sometimes you just never know what you're going to get into. Like we went out in Scottsdale last year and ended up with the bingo night.
Sure did. What another memorable night that was.
We thought we were just getting out for a bite. We ended up playing bingo till about midnight.
We sure did.
J-Chat almost won a vacuum cleaner. And with a pitching change, this is a great time to tell the story. J-Chat, we're playing bingo. We walked into this place in Scottsdale, and they're playing bingo. And with each card that would win, they had actual, appliances for prizes. They had a television and a vacuum cleaner, things like that. So J-Chat wins one of the bingo games. And he ends up tying with someone else. They both hit bingo at the same time. And the winner of that game was going to win a vacuum cleaner, which he really had his eyes on. He wanted this vacuum cleaner. He'd been talking about it ever since he saw it in the prize pile over there. So he wins, and to break the tie, he had to play rock, paper, scissors with the other contestant. And he lost rock, paper, scissors. He didn't get his vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, it was, you could feel the disappointment. And this wasn't just, this wasn't church league bingo. You weren't playing for $5, man. This was high stakes bingo.
Very competitive.
Yeah, it was. I believe we were supposed to leave the joint and go to dinner somewhere else, and we just had so much fun. We stayed and played bingo till midnight.
Right. It's a true story.
It's a true story.
Almost won himself a vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
All right, the new pitcher is Kelly Austin, right-hander, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. He's out of Newport Beach, California. And he's yet to make it to the big leagues. Hasn't pitched past Double-A. He was with Double-A Somerset last year. Put up impressive numbers. Had a 2.95 ERA last year.
Yeah, he sure did. Double-A Somerset. Yeah, did his college pitching at UCLA. So big city boy. That's got to be a fun experience going to college there.
Yeah, great program. I think they're number 1 in the nation right now.
Are they?
UCLA. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bat in the hands of Ozzie Albies. Braves looking to add on to this 4-1 lead. First pitch to Ozzie. All outside. 1 ball, no strikes. So Weathers went 3 2/3 of an inning. 4 runs, 7 hits as it stands now. 5 strikeouts and a walk. 1-0 to Ozzie. Fouled off the inside of his right foot. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, speaking of Weathers, you can see the tantalizing talent the 2nd and 3rd innings. Braves weren't able to do anything against him. And then the 1st inning, they exploded for 4 runs. He couldn't get out of the middle of the zone. And now 4th inning, maybe getting a little tired, but more of the same from the 1st inning.
Wheeling around now is Kelly Austin. Looking back to runner Farmer at second. Ozzie 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 1-1 pitch. He swings and misses at a slider. Lost his helmet on that swing. That fell down on the dirt behind the plate. 1-2 from Kelly. Ground ball weakly to the right side. Up with it, Ornelas throws over to first base. There's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Braves, and we established that J. Chad needs a vacuum cleaner endorsement. We go to the top of the 5th inning.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the players.
Trying to get dialed in and be ready to go from day one.
Check out the new rosters.
If he has 25 to 28 starts, it's going to be an absolute great year for him.
And watch the most live spring training games anywhere. Spring training coverage continues through opening day on MLB Network, the home of baseball. Go to MLBnetwork.com for schedule and channel number.
Braves 4, Yankees 1 as we head into the top of the 5th inning here in Northport. Didier Fuentes, absolutely electric through 3 innings today, finished with 5 strikeouts. Dylan Dodd relieved him in the 4th. Dylan went 1 inning with 2 hits, an earned run, and 2 strikeouts to get out of that jam. On to relieve Dylan, right-hander Raisel Iglesias. Raisel pitched 70 games out of the bullpen last year, 29 saves, likely to get a bunch more saves this year for the Braves. This is his 3rd appearance of the spring, looking to sharpen his chisel, getting ready for opening day just 2 weeks away from today.
Now, I don't want to pick your brain about spring training for a closer. I mean, you talk about the guy at the back end. He knows that his role is going to be to come in, slam the door every night. How does spring training differ for him? Because like you mentioned, this is his 3rd appearance. Here's the pitch on the way to Cabrera. That'll be fouled off. This is the 20th Grapefruit League game. Just the 3rd time we've seen him. Well, that's pretty much how it goes for closers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty low pressure here for closers.
0-1 popped up down the left field line, slicing towards foul ground. Riley trying to get there. It's out of his reach and a foul ball.
And not just for closers, but any veteran, highly paid reliever. You're just getting your reps in. You're getting your arm strength up. And I will say it doesn't matter how you perform, but if you perform well, you have to answer less questions. And nobody worries about you, right? You can just kind of skate through spring training, enjoy the slow time. Spring training is the best time of year to be a reliever because you know when you're going to pitch. It's pretty easy. And once you get to the season, you got to be active every day, right? It's stressful being prepared to play every day as a reliever or a closer. So he's got it all mapped out. He'll be ready.
To Cabrera fouled off. So if you're a reliever, you can have the slowest ramp up of anybody in camp if you want.
For sure. Unless you're trying to earn a spot, you're trying to impress, then it's a little more high stakes. But in his situation, he's already on the team. There's no question about that.
0-2 to Cabrera, almost hit him, spun him out of there 1-2. I don't know that there's anybody in camp who over the course of spring training is facing situations further than what he'll see in the regular season than the closer. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Cabrera. Ground ball weakly to the right side. Up with it, Olsen. Underhand toss to the bag. Russell's there. And 1 down. Because when you're coming in, you're literally just getting your work in. You're not coming in to save a game in the Grapefruit League.
No. Now, likely, usually, at the end of spring training, you will try to get your relievers into some game situation stuff. You know, if you're a 7th or an 8th inning guy, you have to come in the middle of an inning. You have to get ready really quick and get your one batter, go sit down for 10 minutes, come back and pitch your inning. And those are some hurdles you have to clear as a reliever.
Jonathan Ornelas takes a called strike. And I'm guessing that's the last hurdle you'd have to face in spring if you're a reliever.
Yes, definitely one of those. And back-to-back days is another one. If you're a guy that can count on multiple innings, you have to throw 2 innings.
0-1 to Ornelas. He swings and misses over the top of a changeup.
And that all comes. It's going to start here soon, I would imagine. You'll start seeing Dylan Lee coming in the middle of an inning to get an out and then finishing the next inning.
0-2. 0-3. Got him looking. Fastball painted the inside corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot to be excited about today if you're a Braves fan. Didier Fuentes, we already talked about how good he was. Raisel Iglesias throwing 95, 96. He publicly struggled the first half last year, and he was throwing 91, 92, struggling with his velocity. He just threw a 91-mile-an-hour changeup and fastballs at 95 and 96, so he's ready.
2 down for Ernesto Martinez. He swings and misses at a slider. Braves have a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 5th inning alongside Darren O'Day. Ben Ingram here with you. Bright sunny day here in Southwest Florida. Sellout crowd. 0-1. He cuts it loose. Missed the changeup. Fooled badly there, and it's 0-2. Well, Iglesias needs one more good bullet to finish him off here in the 5th. Here's his 11th pitch of the inning. That'll play. Swung on and missed at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He just breezed through him there in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves 4.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Those trendy prebiotic sodas, they do absolutely nothing without enough good bacteria in your gut. Hi, I'm Tina, co-founder of Just Thrive Probiotic, the only probiotic proven to arrive 100% alive. See, most probiotics die in your stomach acid, but Just Thrive survives, giving you real relief from gas and bloat, healthy immunity, better sleep, and clear skin. Plus, Just Thrive comes with a lifetime money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Visit justthrivehealth.com/podcasts and use code POD20 for 20% off. Take control of your health today with Just Thrive.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth...
Score is still 4-1 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning here at Northport on a beautiful spring Florida day. Ryan Weathers started the game for the Yankees, went 3 2/3. All 4 of those Braves runs were charged to him. Kelly Austin got him out of a little jam there in the 4th with the 3rd of an inning pitched. On to relieve him, right-hander Giovanni Cruz, a 26-year-old out of the Dominican Republic. Pitched last year at Double-A. That was in Portland. So we'll see what Mr. Cruz has here for these Braves. Matt Olson leading off the inning.
All right, Weathers went 3 2/3, 4 runs allowed, and Kelly a 1/3 of an inning. Now Cruz. Braves have also used 3 pitchers as Fuentes, Dodd, and Iglesias have been very good. First pitch to Matt Olson. In for a called strike. Robert Suarez tossing in the Braves bullpen. It'll be exciting to see Iglesias and Suarez in this game. That last pitch came across at 100 from Cruz. 0-1 to Olson. In tight, 101 with a sinker. You probably hear that thing hissing in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt's 0 for 2, ground out to short and a strikeout. Getting his first look at Giovanni Cruz. 1-1 from the right-hander. Low and inside with a sinker, 2 balls and a strike.
Can you handle any more Yankee stories, Ben?
Man, I can handle all the stories you got.
All right. I got one for you.
There's a 2-1 pitch to Matt Olson. He takes a strike. Let's go back to your playing time with him.
Yes. It was another first as in my time in the major leagues. I get to spring training with the Yankees, and they have this indoor pitching building with about 60 cameras and 20 computers, and it's just, there's cameras everywhere.
2-2 pitch. Low and away, 3-2.
And the Yankees pitching philosophy is throwing hard, so they named this pitching barn the gas station. And the first day of spring training, you'd see it every year. I was told, I was only there 1 year. Guys would come in and see what they could light that radar gun up in the first bullpen of their year.
Gosh. 3-2, reach and a miss for strike 3, 1 down.
And Cruz throwing 101, he fits perfectly. He's a big boy. He's only 6'1", 180. I don't think that's the case. I think that might have been what he was when he signed. He looks quite a bit bigger than that. But they love guys that throw hard, and they love to get them on this in the gas station and see what their pitches do and try to tinker with them and make them better. So I'm sure he is excited to be in the gas station this spring.
1 down for Austin Riley. And he takes a strike. I'm sure you'd pitched in front of some cameras and technology before, but maybe not that much technology, I'm guessing?
No, never. That's definitely not. That was a whole new level, and a lot of teams do have that now.
1 to Riley, and he swings and misses at a cutter, 0-2.
Because of their astronomical budget, the Yankees are innovators. They don't get enough credit for that. You always hear about the scrappy Rays or the Oakland A's, but the Yankees were the first team to have an analytical department. They're always pushing the boundaries.
2 to Riley, in for a called third strike. So they were really a pioneer for the technology of the game then.
Yes. Yeah, the budget allows them to have a swing and a miss once in a while. And if you're always pushing the boundaries, you're gonna find a new edge. You think about the torpedo bat last year, which kind of faded away. But the fact that they have a physicist on staff working on things like that shows you that they're exploring every option for those minuscule advantages that make a difference over a long season.
2 down for Yastrzemski, in for a strike. An on-staff physicist.
Yeah, I think the guy used to be at MIT or Harvard.
I believe it.
And he started studying contact quality and where these Yankees hitters make the best contact on their bat, and so they moved the mass of the bat to where it helped the guy out.
1 to Yastrzemski, bounces up there, 1-1.
So yeah, they explore all the angles. They have all the bells and whistles. They're not afraid to spend some money.
And the rest of the league trying to catch up and match that, as you're saying. 4-1 Braves. 1-1 is high, 2 balls and a strike.
And the counterpoint to that could be you don't necessarily need all that to be a good ball club. You can win games in different ways. And other teams just can't afford all that stuff.
Cruz's 2-1 pitch. This is low. That sinker came across at 100. He's been as hot as 102 in this game. As he took over here in the 5th inning. Struck out Olsen swinging. Struck out Riley looking. And now the 3-1 on the way to Mike Yastrzemski with the bases empty, 2 down. Out back into the screen. A little bit tardy on a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. And looking at Cruz's stuff, I'm guessing he'd be top the leaderboard at the gas station.
Yeah, it's easy cheese. That's really impressive. I think we've seen 1 or 2 fastballs under triple digits. These hitters are accustomed to velocity, but I don't know about that.
Three-two pitch. In the air to right. Cabrera backpedaling. He's there. Makes a chest-high catch. And the Braves go down in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nothing happening in the 5th. Off to the 6th we go.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Those trendy prebiotic sodas, they do absolutely nothing without enough good bacteria in your gut. Hi, I'm Tina, co-founder of Just Thrive Probiotic, the only probiotic proven to arrive 100% alive. See, most probiotics die in your stomach acid, but Just Thrive survives, giving you real relief from gas and bloat, healthy immunity, better sleep, and clear skin. Plus, Just Thrive comes with a lifetime money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Visit justthrivehealth.com/podcasts and use code POD20 for 20% off. Take control of your health today with Just Thrive.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations.
And Darren and Jay Chad with you down here in Northport, Florida, continuing the Braves Grapefruit League ledger here against the Yankees today. Braves leading at 4-1 as we head into the top of the sixth. Some excellent pitching today from the Braves. Didier Fuentes and Raisel Iglesias being the highlights. Raisel breezed through that last inning, 2 strikeouts. Looking for more of that here from the Braves' biggest addition to the bullpen this offseason, 35-year-old right-hander Robert Suarez. He has pitched twice this spring, pitching 2 innings total, giving up 2 hits with 3 strikeouts. So pretty good ledger thus far, looking to continue the good pitching today from this Braves staff.
And one other change for the Braves is Emburis Tavares takes over at second base. Peyton Henry takes a ball outside, 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, the Braves have used Fuentes, Dodd, Iglesias, and now Suarez on the mound. 9-1-2 here in the inning for the Yankees. That'll be sliced foul into the Braves dugout. Ozzie Albies finishes his day 1 for 3 with a double and a run score. He was part of that 4-run first inning. Braves with a 4-1 lead. 1-1, Miss Lowen inside. This first time we've seen Ozzie back after his heroics in the WBC. Playing with Team Netherlands and hitting that walk-off home run to beat Nicaragua. 2 balls and a strike on Peyton Henry. Offering on the way in the air down the right field line to his left. Kiersey towards the line, sliding feet first. It's a foul ball. That was right on the ground in between the chalk and the sidewall. Good effort. And a 2-2 count on Peyton Henry. Speaking of the WBC, it's back into the action tomorrow. The United States takes on Canada at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So the rest of the way, it's win or go home in the World Baseball Classic. Also, the Dominican Republic taking on Korea at 6:30. So those are the 2 games tomorrow. The DR and then facing Korea at 6:30, and then the United States versus Canada at 8. Actually, that's tonight, I should say. Tonight, those games. Tomorrow is the other half. Here's the 2-2. Henry swings and misses at a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That cooked him. And 1 down. So tonight, Dominican Republic and Korea 6:30. USA and Canada at 8. And then tomorrow, Puerto Rico and Italy at 3, and Venezuela and Japan at 9. Pretty exciting stuff in the WBC.
Yeah, old friend Mike Soroka starting for Canada. Maybe the first time I've ever rooted against him. Maybe tonight.
Trent Grisham takes a ball outside. Man, that's going to be exciting. And then all that drama, if the United States would be eliminated or not, given what had taken place in that Italy-Mexico game.
Oh, yeah.
1-0 to Grisham. Fouled back into the screen, 1-1.
Well, Canada's just been getting beaten up a little bit lately by their neighbor to the south. Men's and women's hockey. Now the draw in the WBC, they face off each other with high-stakes elimination game.
You got to keep that rolling.
Yeah.
And then the Italian team just blitzed through that pool. Here's the 1-1. Chase and miss by Grisham. Changeup sent him down to a knee, 1-2. That team got really hot at the plate. Talking about Team Italy.
There's something interesting I'm seeing here, Ben. Robert Suarez, traditionally just the 2 fastballs, the 4-seam, the sinker, and a changeup. I've seen a handful of cutters here today. Cutters at 94, 95, maybe adding another wrinkle to his mix.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Changeup away. And 2 down in the inning. Well, number 1, this is the time of year to tinker. Spring training. And number 2, he's joining a new team that has a brand new pitching coach.
Yeah.
And sometimes you put those 2 things together and they'll try new things they haven't tried before.
Yeah, this is the perfect fishbowl to try that in. It's these games don't really count. And so if he wants to work with a cutter, just to give hitters something else to think about, as you mentioned, perfect time to do it.
4-1 Braves, top of the 6th inning, 2 down, bases empty. Max Schumann, the batter. He's the only Yankee to score in this game. He doubled and scored in the 4th inning. And he takes the first pitch strike. Good fastball, 98. And then just carved the outer half of the plate. Right on right matchup. Suarez cuts it loose. Same pitch, same place, same outcome. 0-2. 2 fastballs away. Schumann watched them both for strikes 1 and 2. Let's see where Suarez goes here. Righty is ready. Spins it up there. Line drive out to second. Nice stab by Tavares. Gathers and fires from shallow center for the out. Just about ate him up, but he makes the play, hanging in there. And down to go the Yankees, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1 Braves.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free-forever to learn more.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game night.
Bottom of the 6th. Braves leading at 4-1. Score a little bit stagnant because we've had some overwhelming pitching here today, especially from the Braves staff. Lots of strikeouts. On a pitch for the Yankees, right-hander Dom Hamill, 27-year-old, is out of Chandler, Arizona. He was drafted by the New York Mets in the 3rd round of the 2021 draft and made it up to the major leagues last year, pitching just 1 single inning for the Mets, allowing 3 hits. So we'll see what he's got here for the Braves. I'm sure the Braves hitters are pretty excited to have Giovanni Cruz out of the game last inning, chucking 102-mile-an-hour sinkers.
Well, he was bringing it.
So they'll welcome the change here with Dom Hamill.
Dom Hamill facing Jonah Heim. A few other changes for the Yankees. Get to in a moment. First pitch fastball in for a strike. Ali Sanchez is the new catcher, so they change out the battery altogether. Hamill on the mound. Ali Sanchez the catcher. 3 other changes as well. There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Jonah Heim. Strike. Changeup hit the outside corner. Zach Short is the new 3rd baseman. The new right fielder is Duke Ellis. And the new center fielder is Kennedy Corona. There's the 0-2. Heim with a bouncer out to Short. 3rd baseman has it. Sends it over for the out. That's Short the player, not Short the position, and a 5-3 putout. Kennedy Corona. That's a name, isn't it?
It sure is.
Sounds like an alias.
He's playing for the wrong New York team with that name. Corona being over near the Mets Stadium.
Yeah.
I believe it actually is in the hotel I stayed with the Mets was in Corona, right next to the stadium.
There's the pitch on the way to Farmer. That'll miss. Is that the place that had the vibrating bed you were talking about?
That was the place that had the lopsided bed.
Lopsided bed.
Yeah, the
lopsided bed, vibrating bed, whatever.
I might have taken that for a spin. If it was vibrating, I wouldn't have been so angry with my accommodations.
Oh, Dave, why are you late to the ballpark every day? Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball high outside.
Why do you need so many quarters?
Vibrating beds in Corona. 2-0 on Kyle Farmer. Farmer sends one foul back into the screen.
That's also the first hotel I ever had autograph seekers waiting in my hallway.
Right outside the door?
Right outside, not even in the lobby or outside the lobby, but camped out outside my door.
Did you invite him in? There's a 2-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off by Farmer.
Let him take a spin on the vibrating bed?
You guys got to check this out. Get a stack of quarters over there. Buckle up. 2-2 on Kyle Farmer. Braves leading 4-1, bottom of the 6th inning. Been a good day for Farmer. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 2-2 low and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, all day I've been talking about the Yankees spare no expense, and then I talked about the Mets put me up at Holiday Inn LaGuardia.
Here's the 3-2. Ground ball up the middle, base hit into center field. A 3 for 3 game for Kyle Farmer. So it's a 1-out single. That brings Jose Azocar up to the plate. That reminds me of a story that Jeff Rancourt told us a few years ago. We were talking about when he got traded from the Braves to the Mets. Mm-hmm. And Bobby called him into the office and he said, "Man, I'm sorry, we're trading you to New York." And Frenchie said, "Yankees?" And Bobby said, "Nah." Here's a pitch on the way to Azocar. We'll swing and miss.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Azocar 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Bat resting on his right shoulder. Here it comes. He just found a hole on the right side. He punches that through past the diving Jonathan Ornelas. Down to second base for Farmer. And that was a bouncer. Had about 8 hops between the bat and right field, and it just made its way through.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there from Azocar. It looked like he was trying to stay inside the ball and hit it the other way, as the Yankee second baseman Jonathan Ornelas was shaded all the way up behind second base. Nice hitting there.
Braves haven't scored since the first inning. They threatened in the 4th, but left runners stranded at first and second. Now they had first and second, 1 out. And the bat in the hands of Deshaun Kiersey Jr., who's 0 for 2, so he's due to make something happen. Base hit could score a run and add on to this current lead of 4-1. First pitch to Kiersey. Low and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram coming to you from the home radio booth here at Cool Today Park in Northport. Beautiful day, sellout crowd. Braves and the Yankees. .1-0 from Hamill. Line away, 2 balls, no strikes.
There's a little extra buzz in the air today here. All these folks in the seats catching a little Grapefruit League action.
There's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Kiersey takes a called strike. Now, beyond right center field, that's where the Braves bullpen is. And above it is the Truist Pavilion. Those are seats in right center field. And the Braves pitchers can enjoy the shade out there, pitching in the bullpen under that pavilion. There's a ball low. But in between the ground level of the bullpen and the upper level of the Truist Pavilion, there's a walkway where fans can walk around that opening and look down into the Braves bullpen, almost like looking over into a pit. And it's a shaded area. 3-1 to Kiersey. Line shot down the left field line, a fair ball into the sidewall. This one bangs, coming around third base. Farmer, he'll score. RBI double out of Deshaun Kiersey. Runners now at second and third, and the Braves have a 5-1 lead in the 6th. That was right on the paint down the left field line, and John Lipka, third base umpire, had his eyes right on it. Signaled fair, the Braves had onto the lead.
Another really good fundamental piece of hitting there. Yankees pitcher Dom Hamill kept working Kiersey away. Never showed him anything in. Kiersey just flicked it down the left field line. I mean, Zokar and Pierce Jr. put on a clinic here this inning.
Some nice swings. And back to the top of the order. Finishing what I was saying, that area where you can look down on the bullpen, it's shaded. And as we can look from here, it's shoulder to shoulder. The people who are taking in the game from beyond right center field, enjoying the shade of a Truist pavilion above them, they can look down simultaneously and see the relievers warming up in the bullpen. That's a great place to take in the game.
Yeah, it is.
Infield in for Dubon. First pitch to Mauricio, registers as a strike.
And if you take, a few steps backwards, you can look over the other side and see into the Braves complex. And the walking path that leads from the clubhouse to the parking lot, and you can yell at your favorite player, "Hey, sign my ball."
0-1. There's a ball high.
Or you can yell at your favorite semi-professional radio broadcaster and say, "Hey, who are you?" I get that almost every time I walk by there.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
There's the 1-1 pitch. Up and in. You say, "I'm Darren O'Day. Would you like to buy a vibrating bed?"
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those since my childhood. I'm curious if they're still a thing. Maybe I'm a little better accommodations than I used to stay in.
Probably so. I'm just questioning why you saw one in your childhood. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a ball outside, 3-1. Now, speaking of those autograph seekers out there, as they see players walking 20 feet lower than where they're standing. I've seen some really creative ideas to get balls and pins down to players. Here's the 3-1 pitch on the way to Dubon. Hamill deals. Then ball 4. That'll load the bases. I've seen fans out there with bubblegum buckets attached to ropes, and they just let them go right over the side. Ball's in there, pin. Players can autograph it, put it back in the bucket. They reel it back up.
Yeah, that's the beauty of spring training. Is you're so close to your favorite players. During the season, it's hard to get near them, to get them to have any time where they're liable to sign your card or your ball or whatever. But at spring training, it's a different story. It's a little slower paced, smaller facilities. You can actually get some access.
Brett Wisely pinch running at first base. Here's Ambiorix Tavares. And a ball outside. Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Look, you might get some autographs and such in the regular season, but you can really load up, bring the kids down to a spring training game, a lot more intimate, a lot more relaxed, and load up on autographs. 5-1 Braves in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Tavares with a little bouncer up the third base line, rolling foul.
Yeah, I grew up in the other corner of Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. We used to come down when the Dodgers were at Vero Beach. We'd come down every year and get autographs. And little Darren was a husky fella, so he played catcher. So my favorite player at the time was Mike Scioscia, who was, a good catcher for the Dodgers at the time. And time goes by, and he's now my manager. And my rookie year with the Angels, my first year in the major leagues, that's 20 years later, I would imagine.
1-1 to Tavares. He'll loop one into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Everybody will advance one bag. A run scores. As Zokar comes across, RBI single for Tavares, and the Braves tack on another run at 6-1 Atlanta. Some great hitting, some good swings, making good contact.
Yep.
Impressive 6th inning.
A lot of opposite field hits. You got to love what you're seeing here today. So to continue that story, Mike Scioscia was my favorite player when I was a kid. Well, he snubbed me 2 days in a row. He wouldn't sign my card. And so my dad kept all my cards when I went to college and played professionally, and I remembered that forever.
First pitch to Olsen. He swings and misses at a curveball.
So my dad, early in my rookie season, brings me that Mike Scioscia card I never got signed when I was 8. And I take it into my manager's office and say, "Hey, can you sign this? You big leagued me 20 years ago." And he laughed about it. Said, "Yeah, I was probably busy."
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wilson takes the ball low and outside. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 pitch. Big chopper out to second. That'll be gloved by Ornelas. They go to second. There's 1, and then back to first for 2. So a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play brings the house down to the bottom of the 6th inning. When the Braves tack on a couple of the runs, we go to the top of the 7th, 6-1 Atlanta.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB.
Top of the 7th inning here in Northport. Braves leading at 6-1 after they put on a hitting clinic in the bottom of the last inning. The next Braves reliever will be left-hander Aaron Bummer. 32-year-old made 42 appearances out of the Braves bullpen last season, pitching 54 innings. Also our third guy who will be a lock to be in that opening day bullpen for the Braves in a row. Looking to pitch as well as Iglesias and Suarez did, each finishing a 1 inning pitched and 2 strikeouts.
So the left-hander goes to work versus Cody Bellinger and does so with the first pitch sweeper for a strike. Bunch of other changes coming up for the Braves. Touch on those after this next pitch. Well, 1 pitch. Bellinger takes the ball low and outside. New first baseman is Jordan Groshans as he takes over for Matt Olson. And Maurice Tavares still in the ball game at second base. Pitch from Bummer. Nothing wrong with that. In for a called strike. The new shortstop is Brett Wisely. Remember, he came on to pinch run in the bottom of the 6th inning. He remains in the game at shortstop. Bummer's 1-2, low and outside. New third baseman is Cal Conley. So the infield, Conley at third, Wisely at short, Tavares at second, Groshans is at first, and still Jonah Heim behind the plate catching. 2-2 pitch, low and outside. New left fielder is Brewer Hicklin. Luis Juanjipa takes over at center field, and Dallas Macias is the new right fielder. Hicklin, Juanjipa, Macias left to right in the outfield. 6-1 Braves in the 7th. 3-2 pitch, fouled off by Bellinger, who is 1 for 2 with a single. Braves scored 4 times in the first inning, twice in the 6th. The Yankees scored their 2 runs, or rather their 1 run, I should say, in the 4th inning. The Braves have a 6-1 lead in the 7th. 3-2 got him looking. Good sinker, locked up Cody Bellinger. And he goes down looking, 1 down in the inning.
Yeah, we were talking earlier in the game about these guys who are going to be in the opening day bullpen getting ready for the season. That's a good test for Bummer. Cody Bellinger is a guy that he's going to be tasked with getting out during the season. You know, big left-handed hitter. Let's bring in the low arm slot lefty. So, you know, got to feel good about that last at bat.
That's a good point. Randall Gritchett takes the ball outside. So, in other words, whatever happens the rest of the way, like he's got McMahon on deck, but he can say, okay, what I've got left on left while the team has me here, that's looking pretty good right now.
For sure.
1-0 to Gritchett. In for a strike. Got a fastball over.
Yeah, the team used Bummer more as a length option last year. You know, he would go out and pitch 2 or 3 innings. I don't think that's how they want to use him. I think they want to use him to dominate lefties.
1-1 way outside.
And traditionally he has. He's really I mean, he's a great ground ball artist, and he limits slugging for both sides of the plate, but he's really dominated lefties in his career. Last year, he just wasn't really doing it like he had before, so hopefully this season he can get back to his dominant ways against left-handed batters.
His 2-1 pitch. Right in there for a strike. Good fastball. Randall Gritch will go for 2 with a pop-up as well as a strikeout. Bummers 2-2. Grounded foul on the third base line. Got a sellout today. 7,473. I'm going to guess we'll have about that again tomorrow night. Got a night game tomorrow against the Red Sox. That'll be fun. Friday day game against the Yankees, and then a Saturday night game against the Red Sox.
I'm glad you just said that. Glad you just said that, buddy. I didn't know it was a night game tomorrow.
Now think of all the fun you can have now tonight. Ground ball out to short. Wisely on the other end. Pats the mitt, sends it over. 2 down. Yeah, your night just changed drastically, didn't it?
It sure did. It's like the spring training schedulers knew it was your birthday today.
And I tip my cap to the schedule makers.
Couldn't have worked out any better.
Really appreciate that. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Atlanta Braves spring training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
6-1 Braves in the 7th. Front door curveball misses to Ryan McMahon, 1-0. Yeah, the schedule makers said, all right, we got Ingram's birthday on a Friday. Those boys are probably going to get out to dinner that night after the game. They need a night game the next day. We greatly appreciate it. 1-0 pitch, sent foul into the seats down the left field line, 1-1.
Yeah, Ben, I was doing a little. It is also Friday the 13th. I read a fact. The U.S. economy every Friday the 13th loses $800 to $900 million because of the superstitious people that don't do business or don't go to work on those days.
They just stay at home?
Correct.
Liner in the air to left field. Hicklin is there. Down they go 1, 2, 3. So Friday the 13th turns people into shut-in.
That's it.
Okay, not us. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Braves leading 6-1.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the players.
Trying to get dialed in.
We roll right along into the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 6-1 lead for the Braves. Multiple changes for the Yankees. It's still Hamill on the mound. But the new first baseman is Tyler Hardman. Jorvit Vivas takes over at second base. Jonathan Ornelas has moved from second base to shortstop. Gets the rest of the changes after the pitch to Cal Conley. Here it is. Conley in the air to right field. Garrett Martin has it dropping right in front of him. And a leadoff single for the Braves here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Still Zach Short at third base. So the infield left to right. Zach Short, Jonathan Ornelas, Jorvit Vivas, and Tyler Hardman. Still Ali Sanchez behind the plate. Duke Ellis has moved from right field to left field. And entering the game in right field, Garrett Martin, still Kennedy, Corona in center. So the outfield left to right, Ellis, Corona, and Martin. Brewer Hicklin skies one down the right field line, foul ground. Hardman going back. Hardman chasing, can't get there. That's a foul ball. He was trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch as he ran parallel to the right field line. Straight back from his position at first base, couldn't quite get there. It's great to have you with us on a beautiful Friday here in Southwest Florida, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Spring training game number 20 for the Braves. 10 left to be played after today. If the Braves can win this game, they would improve to 13-5-2 this spring. Oh, and to Hicklin. In for a strike. Cal Conley, a lead at first base. Righty brings it, and a fly ball towards center. Fighting the bright sunshine, Kennedy Corona gliding left, almost ran into his right fielder. And the catch is made by Corona. Yet Garrett Martin coming in hot. And he holds on for the out, one down. Still Heim in the game. He's up to the plate for the fourth time. Jonah had an RBI single in the first inning. Since then, a fly out to right field and a ground out to third base. 6-1 Braves, bottom of the seventh. First pitch to Heim. That'll miss high and outside. The Yankees have used Weathers, Kelly, Cruz, and Hamill on the mound. And this is Hamill's second inning of action. Lead at first by Conley. 1-0 to Heim. Strike. Jonah, the switch-hitting catcher, bright red batting gloves. Waits the right-hander Hamill. Runner goes. 1-1 is low. Throw down by Sanchez. He one-hops into the bag, and that's in time. Jonathan Ornelas put the tag right on Cal Conley. And he's caught stealing as that goes 2-6 on that caught stealing. 2 down now.
Yeah, that was a pretty tag there at second by Ornelas. Yeah, it's a little tiny thing that happens in every major league game, but some guys are really good at tagging. That was a really nice one, picking that throw on one hop, taking it right to Conley's lead hand and getting him, no question that he was out there.
It was right after moving from second to short here this inning. 2-1 to Heim, a little bit low, 3-1. Did you do some research on Friday the 13th or something?
I did.
You've had a couple of nuggets for us today.
I did. Well, that's a lot of money, almost $1 billion on every Friday the 13th out of the U.S. economy.
That's a ton.
I was shocked.
3-1, smoked in the air to center. Coming in, Corona makes a chest-high catch, and that ends the bottom of the seventh. Yeah, we'll dive right into that when we go to the eighth inning.
All right.
7 in the books. We go to the top of the eighth. 6-1 Braves.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB.
Ben and Darren with you from Coolidge Park here in Northport. Still Bummer on the mound for the Braves. They'll be facing 6, 7, and 8 in the Yankee 9 here in the 8th inning. Braves have a 6-1 lead. All right. My esteemed partner did a deep dive into Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And came away with some interesting nuggets.
Yeah.
What else you got?
A lot of people fear that day, and there's actually a term for that. I'm going to try to pronounce this. Paraskevodecatryphobia. That's the fear of Friday the 13th, and it's about 34 letters long.
Here's a college try. That sounds like a Wi-Fi password.
Right? Paraskevodecatryphobia. And the roots of the... And I'm getting old in the tooth, and I didn't know this stuff.
There's a swing and a miss by Zach Short.
The reason for the fear of the number 13 is because there were 13 attendees at the Last Supper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the crucifixion happened on a Friday.
Right.
So you put those two together, and Friday the 13th.
That's where they believe the origins came from?
Mm-hmm.
There's a swing and a miss. All right, let me ask you this. And I've looked this up before. Here comes Walt Weiss. That'll be it for Bummer. A nice job by him to have a full inning in the 7th, sit down, come back, strike out the next man. And it seemed unclear as to the specific origins of Friday the 13th and the superstitious nature of it. So that is an interesting theory. I haven't heard that one. Did you come across one for something to do with the Knights Templar? Is that something you came across at all?
I saw something about the Knights Templar, but I didn't dig into it because I like the other explanation better.
I do too. Yeah. I agree. But either way, this goes back a long time.
Yes. And in Spanish-speaking cultures, Tuesday the 13th is a how do you want to say it? An unlucky day.
See, that doesn't sound near as scary.
It doesn't.
You know, if you got what was it, Jason on the Friday the 13th movies?
Yeah, I think that certainly helped.
If he came out on a Tuesday, I'm not worried.
Right.
I see him on a Friday, you got problems.
Yeah, you better run the other way. And then in Italy, 17 is a lucky number instead of 13, an unlucky number. So it's just the cultures vary wildly, and I didn't realize that. I'm not going to try to say that word again. Fear of the Friday the 13th was that prevalent. And I always thought it was just a superstition, but some people actually do stay home and don't go to their jobs or don't travel.
I mean, this really strikes some people now.
Yeah.
When's the last time we had a full moon on a Friday the 13th?
Wow.
Well, that's really going to keep some people inside.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a level of research that I'm not sure I could accomplish, Ben, but I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. New pitcher is Riley Fry. And Fry, left-hander, at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, 23 years old, and pitched in Double-A Columbus last season. That's as high as he got. He pitched in Low-A Augusta and High-A Rome. And altogether, between those three stops, went 4-4 with a 4.37 ERA, 22 appearances, 9 times as a starter. So we'll see him, but how about Aaron Bummer doing what he did? 1, 2, 3 innings, sits down, comes back, strikes out a batter.
Yeah, if you've been listening to the whole broadcast, we talked about how 2 weeks to opening day is kind of an inflection point in spring training where you really got to get serious and get to work. And so Aaron Bummer just jumped one of his hurdles, which is multiple innings of pitching.
Back short, the batter spins one foul on the left field line.
And we talked about Raisel Iglesias pitching in the 5th inning, not pitching in the 9th as a closer. That's a little weird to him, but at least with Aaron Bummer, they're starting to have him tick some boxes. And I would guess his next one would be coming in the middle of an inning, having a quick warm-up down in the bullpen. When the phone rings, hey, you got to get ready in a hurry and get out there quickly.
Offering to short. Backdoor slider in for a strike. 0-2. Six-1 Braves, top of the 8th. 0-2. Just a little bit high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mentioned that night game tomorrow, Braves and the Red Sox. That'll be Bryce Elder getting the ball versus Brian Bayo for the Red Sox. And under the lights for the first time at home this spring. Had one night game, but that was down in Fort Myers. Gorgeous slider through the back door, and Short goes down looking. He walks away shaking his head. We're 2 down here in the 8th.
Yeah, Riley Fry, we talked about this, his last appearance. It has some resemblance to Chris Sale in the way he pitches. That low arm slot lefty. That low arm slot produces a lot of horizontal movement, just like Chris Sale. And that was a beautiful backdoor sleeper to strike out Short. Sweeper, not a sleeper. That'd be a funny pitch.
Sweeper put him to sleep. Ball low and inside to Bryce Martin Grudzielanek. Good luck getting that entire name on your scorebook.
He's got to be related to Mark, right? In some way.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Martin Grudzielanek. If they sit him down here, it'll be another 1-2-3 inning. 1-1 pitch. Liner up the middle. Backhanded at second by Tavares and slips and falls. He went to plant on the grass in shallow center, and the feet just came right up from under him. That'll be a 2-out single. For the Yankees, that's their first base hit since the 4th inning. Ends a streak of 13 in a row set down by Braves pitchers.
In fact, Ben, Bryce Martin Grudzielanek is Mark Grudzielanek's son. The mystery has been solved.
Yeah, that adds up. 2 down for Kennedy Corona. Swings at the first pitch, fouls one straight back. Pitch in for a called strike. 0-2. Braves scored 4 times in the bottom of the 1st inning. Scored twice in the 6th inning. The Braves have 6 runs on 12 hits. The Yankees scored their lone run in the 4th. They have 1 run on 3 hits. Oh, 2 in for a called 3rd strike. That slider looked so good that inning from Riley Fry. Impressive work out of him. We finish things up in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the inning. Braves leading 6-1.
Did you hear? Frontier is joining Verizon. To celebrate, we're launching our best internet offer ever. For a limited time, get 6 months of lightning-fast 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig, when you bundle Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Visit your local Verizon store or verizon.com/welcome-frontier to switch. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free-forever to learn more.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the players.
Trying to get dialed in and be ready to go from day one.
Still Braves 6, Yankees 1 as we head into the home half of the 8th. We have a new pitcher on for the Yankees after Dom Hamill goes 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned. New pitcher is the right-hander Osvaldo Bido, Osvaldo Bido. 30-year-old right-hander out of the Dominican.
Bido's first pitch is in for a called strike. All right, new third baseman is Owen Cobb. Zach Short has moved from third base to shortstop. I believe those are the only changes. Adam Zabrowski's the batter. He's pinch hitting. Takes ball low and outside. Kyle Farmer was the DH today. Man, what a great day for Kyle. 3 for 3, 3 singles, an RBI, and a run score. Big part of this 6-1 Braves lead here in the 8th. 1-1 to Zabrowski. Broken bat, roller, foul. Boy, that just snapped off right above the thumbs. That bat is toast. He'll have to get a brand new War Club and go back up to the plate with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, Farmer came into the day. He's having a nice spring. He's an interesting player for this Braves roster. Maybe sneaking in as a utility guy, a bench player. Hitting .417 coming into the day. Raised his average all the way up to .481. I don't care if it's spring training. .481 is nothing to sniff at. You're hitting the ball well. You're seeing it well. And Farmer's been a good player in this league for a long time. Struggled last year with the Rockies, understandably so. That's a tough work environment to come into every day.
Yeah, he's had a really good spring. 1-2 from Vito. Soft ground ball out to second. Coming in, Vivas scoops it up, throws to first. And 1 down here in the 8th inning. Yankees in the 9th will have the top of the order due up. Braves will carry at least a 5-run lead to the top of the 9th inning. Luis Juanjipa up to the plate now for the Braves. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you from Cool Today Park. Juanjipa backs up, takes a slider inside, 1 ball and no strikes. One-0 pitch. And a ball outside. All right, I was digging around on the full moon Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can gather, let's see, there's a 2-0 pitch. Line drive out to short and caught chest high by Zach Short. The next Friday the 13th of the full moon will be August 13th, 2049.
Wow.
Says a full moon on Friday the 13th is an extremely rare occurrence. According to the Farmer's Almanac, it reports that this will be the first full moon visible across the United States on Friday the 13th since October 13th, 2000. There's a call strike. So I guess they're saying there's one in between.
Boy, that's wild. I did not think it would be that long in between occurrences.
There's a ball outside. Well, they're making me work for this. Just give me the answer. 1 ball and 1 strike on Dallas Macias. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 inside. Yeah, apparently there was one on October the 13th, 2000. And I don't think there's another one.
Well, that's a good one. That's especially close to Halloween as well.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. 2049. There's a ball low and outside.
Paraskeva decatriphobia. I just wanted to say it again.
Make sure you still got it.
Yep.
There's a 3-1 pitch. There's a ball low and inside.
Well, this will tell you a little bit about me. I had to write it down phonetically. It's just a letter soup if you look at it. It doesn't make any sense, so I had to write it out. But it's a thing.
So how many letters altogether in there?
All right, let me count it up.
By the way, there's 3 Friday the 13th this year. Unfortunately, the next one won't be during the season, so you can't rehash any of this. There's a line drive into right field. Base hit by Brett Wisely, coming around second base. And going in there now is Macias. And the Braves have something cooking with 2 down. Runners at the corners. Yeah, the next one will be Friday, November the 13th. So we had one last month. There was a Friday the 13th in February, one today, and another one in November. There's only one next year. And Maurice Tavares is the batter. Braves on top 6-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Paraskeva decatriphobia has 22 letters, Ben. I got your answer. 22.
Might be a record that you just set. Ball low and inside. For the longest word properly pronounced in the history of the Atlanta Braves radio network.
I'll take it.
You might be at the top of the list.
All right.
One-0 to Tavares. Fouled off, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the thing. I think that record could stand for a long time. I don't plan on challenging it.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd get it on the first try. You nailed it on the first try.
Thanks, buddy. I'm trying.
I told you you're
this is
good
what
at this.
People tune into this game for, is to hear me try to pronounce letter soup.
There's a 1-1. There's a called strike. Yeah, what 9-syllable word is Darren going to bring us today? One and 2 on Tavares. He had an RBI single in the 6th inning. Righty Beto brings it. Low and outside with a slider. 6 runs on 13 hits for the Braves. They've hit 1 homer today. It was the first batter of the game. That was Mauricio Dubon, who belted one to the berm in the 1st inning. The Yankees have 1 run on 3 hits. Two from Beto. Tavares takes a ball outside. Now runs the risk of loading the bases with 1 more outside the zone. Jordan Groshans is on deck. He'd love a crack at it with the bases loaded. Runner at first, Wisely, will be on the move here. 3-2 pitch. Looper into right field, in for a base hit. That's going to drive in Macias. He scores first to third for Wisely. 7-1 Braves. The inning will continue for Groshans. Braves have pounded the Yankees today, and it hasn't mattered if it's the starters or the reserves. That's now 14 base hits for the Braves.
I just popped out of the booth last inning to say hi to a friend, and he goes, "How's the team look?" You know, he's referring to how's the team look for the season. I said, if you look at today, team's looking pretty good, buddy.
Yes.
I mean, smoking the ball all over the field. Pitching has been exceptional. Every Braves pitcher has struck out at least 2 batters today. Just dominant on both sides of the ball thus far.
First and third for Groshans. He takes a called strike. By the way, how about the day for Ambiorix Tavares? He's had 2 trips to the plate, and he has 2 RBI singles. And now Jordan Groshans looking to rake in an RBI. There's a ball inside. How about that count on the video board? 3 balls, 3 strikes, 3 outs. There we go. I looked up and about said a 3-3 count. 1-1 on Groshans. 1-1. Swung on, missed. Braves down to their final strike here in the 8th. Lead at first for Tavares, over at third Wisely. 1-2 pitch. In for a called third strike. Sinker got him. That wraps up the bottom of the 8th, but the Braves with another tally, and they'll carry a 7-1 lead into the top of the 9th.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us, up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome, with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Turn on the home of baseball.
Top of the ninth, Braves leading at 7-1. If I'm being honest, it feels like 17-1. Braves have been absolutely dominant today on the mound. 15 strikeouts in 8 innings pitched thus far, and 14 hits through 8 innings for the offensive side of the ball. So Braves doing it all right today, looking to close this victory out. Right-hander Ian Mejia, 26-year-old out of Nogales, Arizona. Did some time in college at the University of Arizona and New Mexico State University. Ian pitched at Double and Triple-A last year in the Braves organization, making his second appearance of the spring.
All right, Mejia looking to finish it up. Here's Duke Ellis to lead it off for the Yankees. Duke Ellis whacks one through the right side. Turned on a fastball. Split it between Tavares and Groshans on the right side. Leadoff single. So Duke Ellis aboard. With 3 outs, the Braves would improve to 13-5-2 this spring. Yankees would fall to 13-7. The batter will be Owen Cobb. There's a ball high. Rather, that is Sanchez. Runner on the moves. That was out of the glove of Trump. And down to second base for Duke Ellis. Ali Sanchez up to the plate, rather. One out to Sanchez. Changeup misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. Be back with you tomorrow night. Looking forward to our first night game at home tomorrow night. And the Braves on the road to see the Phillies on Sunday in Clearwater. There's a called strike. By the way, it's come to my attention that we're going to take the bus Sunday. You think you're going to make this one?
It's a coin flip, buddy. I missed the last one, so maybe I can remedy that this time. If they don't change the time on me, I'd say my chances are at least 80%.
Which is really strong for you. And that was against you the first bus you missed. The bus time got changed. You didn't know. That plunks Ali Sanchez. Sinker got him, so that'll put runners at first and second.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. We'll get our first taste of what Philly's going to look like this year in their home ballpark.
Phillies are the only team in the division that we see all spring. I'm sure the pitchers are delighted about it.
Yes. I jinxed us, Ben, talking about how dominant the Braves have been today. Now Mejia's he's in the soup here. No outs, runners at first and second.
You just roll a triple play, get out of it. Here's Jorge Vivas. This ball high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Did you ever have a triple play turn behind you in a big league game?
No, but for one more Yankee story of the day, I saw Aroldis Chapman have 2 turn behind him within about 2 weeks of each other when I was in the bullpen.
1-0 pitch. Fouled off into the seats down the left field line. 2 triple plays in a 2-week span, basically.
And now we know Aroldis Chapman's a closer, right? So triple plays to end the game.
Unbelievable.
And for him to secure a save, which he was obviously struggling in, to have no outs and men on base.
1-1 pitch. Called strike on Vivas. We think it's Vivas. We'll see. Yeah, we had him batting in the 6th hole. He's up there on the board. On the board, they got him at the plate and in the hole. Here's the 1-2. He's got to get some work in today. You see a number on that guy? 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is him, number 90.
Okay, so we got to figure out who that was a few innings ago.
The fun of spring training.
Let's just turn 3 and get out of this thing. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to, we think, Vivas. Rip foul. Look out at the railing on the Braves dugout. 7 runs on 14 hits for the Braves, 1 run on 4 hits for the Yankees. That's the funny. You get to the end of these games, and sometimes it's like, I don't know who's in there, and I really don't care to get it right. I'm not writing one more name down in my book.
You know, it's your birthday. You can do that.
I mean, you got Duke Ellington at second base.
You do.
Muhammad Ali at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. To the backstop, this one goes. Ellis down to third. Ali Sanchez down to second. Things getting a little bit rough for Mejia here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that last pitch was behind Vivas, the left-handed batter. Well, it's hard to miss with a pitch by that. I mean, that was 4 feet to his glove side from the plate.
Three and 2 on Jorge Vivas. Vivas. Mejia's 3-2. Fouled back just over our head. Braves have someone stirring in the bullpen. Get a right-hander up and loosening. Blaine Abeda tossing in the bullpen. 3-2, misses low, and that'll load the bases. So the bases are loaded, no one out. Up to the plate will be Tyler Hardman.
I love when we get to the end of these spring training games. The scoreboard operators are feeling the same way as we are. They got the crazy pigeon lady from Home Alone. I believe that was Home Alone 2.
That's right. Second time we've referenced that today. Garrett Martin is on deck.
And they do that because they don't have the minor league headshots of some of these guys coming in late in the game. So they have a little fun with it.
I like that. All right, bases loaded, no one out for Tyler Hardman. He takes a first pitch strike. Yeah, if you don't have the a composite picture, a picture on file of a player, they can just put whatever they want to up there. And I love the New York theme of using Home Alone and the Pigeon Woman. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ball low and outside.
I'll tell you what, I watched Home Alone 1 this December with my kids, and it's still phenomenal.
It's a great Christmas movie, isn't it?
It's great.
Did you have a preference, 1 versus 2? 1-1 pitch. Hardman swings and misses. 1 and 2.
I think I liked 1 better. I think 2, when I was a little kid, was a little scary for me.
Really?
Yeah, Central Park at night was a little bit scarier than 1. 1 was good-natured. I really, the OG 1 is probably my favorite.
Yeah, 1 is good. Here's the 1-2 pitch, low and outside. So you weren't terrified of the old man with the shovel?
Yeah, I was.
He was pretty freaky.
Yes. Yeah, but not as scary as the talking toilet and Look Who's Talking To. That one ruined me for a couple weeks. I couldn't sleep near a toilet.
It's a 2-2 pitch. Line drive through the left side past the diving Cal Conley. That'll drive it a couple of runs. In to score Ellis and Sanchez. Hardman makes it a 7-3 game. So now runners at first and second. No one out. Inning has gone single, hit by pitch, walk, and then another single.
I should have known better, Ben. Talking about how dominant the Braves have been on Friday the 13th. Should have obeyed the superstitious nature of today.
As we get all the way to the 9th, and then here come the base hits and the base runners. Here's a ball high, 1-0. Yankees in the first 8 innings of the game only had 3 base runners. There's a deep drive to left. I mean, way on back towards the berm, and that is long gone. It's a 3-run homer, and suddenly it's a 1-run game. It was 7-1 Braves about 2 minutes ago, and now it's 7-6 as the Yankees have scored 5 times here in the 9th, and still no one out. And here comes Walt Weiss. That'll be it for Mejia.
That ball was hit halfway back to Tampa. That was a poke. You don't see many leave the stadium here.
Well, that landed on the other side of the berm. That landed back there with the flagpoles. So Mejia having a very tough Friday the 13th. I don't think he'll ever view Friday the 13th as anything but unlucky for the rest of his life. And the Braves will have to bring along Blaine Abeda with the hopes of getting 3 outs before they allow one more run. And it has turned into a 5-run ninth and suddenly a 1-run game.
So, you know, this follows the pattern that we had last time I was here working with you, Ben. The Braves would have a comfortable lead going into the ninth. Whoever they throw out there on the mound for the ninth would struggle, and somebody would have to come in and save the day. This time being Blaine Abeda, and those last few times the Braves did summon a guy that had some closing experience. Blaine Abeda also follows that rule. He had 5 saves for AA Columbus last season. Went 3-1 with a 2.29 ERA, 43 games, 22 games finished, and including those 5 saves. So this is, you know, he gets to start with what amounts to a clean inning here. So if he can get 3 outs before giving up a run, we can call it a Braves victory here. And as I mentioned, they've been completely dominant today till we got to this 9th inning here.
That's right. Well, the 9th inning looks completely different from the first 8 innings. In the first 8 innings, Braves pitching, like you mentioned, was completely brilliant. The first 8 innings, there were 6 1-2-3 innings. Mm-hmm. Yankees had 2 base runners in the 4th, 1 score. They had 1 base runner in the 8th. So they had just 3 base runners in the first 8 innings of the game. And here in the 9th inning, single, hit by pitch, walk, single, 3-run homer. And just like that, it's a 7-6 game.
Yeah, 3 hits through those first 8, 3 hits here in the 9th without recording an out. Blaine Abeda's got to shut the door here.
All right, so Zach Short is the batter. Trying to hit the reset button. Ground ball to third and foul. Little dribbler to first base. Gloving that is Groshans. Flips to the bag. Abeda's there. 1 down. That's a sight for sore eyes. 3-1 put out. 1 down here in the 9th inning.
A nice play by Groshans there. That ball was cued by Short right off the cap of the bat. And that it gives the ball some unpredictable spin. And at the last second, Groshans had to make an adjustment. Really nice play to get the first out of the 9th.
All right, here's Owen Cobb. This ball low and outside. 7 runs on 14 hits for the Braves, 6 runs on 6 hits for the Yankees. Blaine Abeda set right at the belly, and the 1-0 pitch on the way to the right of it, hitting Owen Cobb. No wave and miss at a fastball away. Trying to hold on, win this game. It was 7-1 Braves into the 9th. Now 7-6. 1-1 on the way. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Three-run homer by Garrett Martin just a moment ago. Bounder fouled on the third baseline. So 2-2 on Owen Cobb. If we had to go to a bottom of the 9th, Braves would have the middle 3, but they just rather get 2 quick outs right here, put this thing in the win column. Abeda trying to put away Cobb. 2-2. Just did get a piece of a slider. Found it straight back. Still a 2-2 count on Owen Cobb. Sellout crowd, a lot of them doing the chop and the chant down the first baseline. Abeda, long look into his catcher, Chadwick Tromp. Right-hander spins it to the plate, and he solves his man with a slider. Swung on, missed. And the Yankees down to their final out. 2 down here in the 9th inning. And the batter will be Bryce Martin Grudzielanek. Martin Grudzielanek came into the game in the 8th inning. He singled in the 8th. And when he singled, he was the first Yankee to reach base since the 4th inning. Martin Grudzielanek with a little tapper in the air to shallow left center, in for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in the game. Turned around a slider. So the tying run is at first, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate. This will be Kennedy Corona, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Yeah, but he's got the haircut to match the name. We were talking about his name earlier. He's got the baseball mullet going. Kind of got a Jack Parkman vibe in the box. Hopefully he doesn't spoil it for the Braves.
His first pitch to Kennedy Corona. And he pops one up, shallow left, going back wisely, coming in Hicklin. This is Hicklin's ball, and he's got it, and the Braves win it. That was an adventure. Altogether, the top of the 9th was an adventure, but the Braves end up on top as they hold on and win it 7-6. Well, the Yankees in the 9th, 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Final score, Braves 7, Yankees 6. Back with the totals after this.
Frontier is joining Verizon. New Frontier and Verizon customers can get 6 months of 100% fiber internet on us up to 1 gig by bundling Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber. Plus, get 2 mobile lines for $50 per month on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Verizon store to switch. $25 per line after $60 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Eligible new Frontier Fiber plan required. Availability varies. Additional terms apply.
You do it all. So why not get all the electrolytes? Hydrate better than water with new Gatorade Lower Sugar. Now with no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors, and 75% less sugar than regular Gatorade. New to the fridge, all the Gatorade electrolytes you love. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Is it in you? Now available nationwide.
Hungry? Let the Colonel do the cooking with KFC's $10 weekday buckets. Golden nuggets on Mondays. Original recipe chicken on Tuesdays. Hot and spicy wings on Wednesdays. Juicy tenders on Thursdays. And Fridays, golden nuggets again. Monday through Friday, choose your favorite bucket for $10 each. $10 weekday buckets at KFC. One big deal. Finger licking good. Only available at select participating locations while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra. No substitutions.
Turn on the home of baseball for MLB Network's spring training coverage. Get an in-depth look at every club with previews from each camp. Check in with the play.
Strike 3. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ken F. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Xfinity tech support. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without... But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
The Braves have over 20 gate giveaways this season, from bobbleheads to wearables. See them all at Braves.com/promos.
All right, Braves hold on and win it 7-6 over the Yankees. Here are the totals for the Braves: 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on base. 1 home run, a solo homer by Mauricio Dubon in the first inning. For the Yankees, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 3 men left on base, and 1 home run there in the 9th inning. So for the Braves, they improved to 13-5-2 with a victory. Yankees fall to 13-7 with the loss. Winning pitcher is Didier Fuentes. Ryan Weathers takes the loss. Blaine Abeda with a save. 2 hours, 33 minutes, your time of game in front of a sellout crowd of 7,473. Under the lights tomorrow night, Braves and the Red Sox. Tell you about the starters and that one when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.